Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing this amazing Saturday that the Lord has made? And we shall indeed rejoice and be glad in it. It's July 22nd. Hello. Welcome to my live stream. It's yours, Oyoyo. How are you doing? And how is your Saturday going? Are you already on the move? Are you already back from wedding, graduation, or any event? Or are you hanging out with girls this weekend? How is your weekend going? Let me ask how you're doing. In case nobody has asked you today, let me be the first to ask you how you are doing. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me today. And as you come in, don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share. And most importantly, your contribution is highly recommended. Thank you guys for joining me today. So it's an amazing day and the weather is beautiful, 63 degrees. So it's going to warm up to, you know, maybe 80s, but we are going to have a blessed day. Whatever you're doing today, may your hands be blessed. May your hands yield fruit to the glory of God in Jesus' name. And if you're watching from Facebook, please don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to follow me as well, and don't forget to contribute in the comment section. I'll be dropping my link as we go along this conversation. Welcome. Me weight loss, thank you for being here, sis. I do appreciate. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing? And how is your Saturday going? I hope there are plans for the weekend. How are you doing? All right. Guys, you've seen my topic today. My title says Judy Austin on a roller coaster as she cries victim. We've seen how it's been playing out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram with Judy Austin. And we are going to say it as it is. As always, you guys know here is where we bear the truth and nothing but the truth. It's easier said than done has become a very familiar word or sentence or phrase to a lot of people. And sincerely speaking, that is what suits the scenario. And another thing that people forget so quickly is the saying that goes that hurt people. Yeah, a person that have gone through pain and hurt will easily hurt another because most times people don't seek the right remedy to their solution. They just come out of it, try to stomach it, swallow it without going through the right healing process. And most people, in terms of relationship, jumps into another relationship and without healing from the previous one, they end up doing the same thing that somebody else did to them. Why do I say hurt people hurt people? Yeah, as an HURT, hurt. They hurt people. You would think that once you've gone through some certain kind of pain in life, you wouldn't want to see another person go through that pain. But no, it's not the case. We've seen what Judy Austin has been displaying on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We've seen how she's crying victim when she was fully aware that the man she was cheating with was a married man. But she refused to recognize the very fact that led people to drag her on social media. She refused to acknowledge the fact. Rather, she kept on running around the bush, trying to say things that are not necessary to the bone of contention. What is the issue here? The issue here is that Judy was fully aware that Yule Doche was a married man with children. And then she went on dating Yule Doche. One would say, after all, the man made advances to her. Yeah, but the woman still has the right to say, oh, come on, boy, you have a family. Especially somebody who came from a family who is also a divorce that gone through being married, having kids, and things like that. You would think that person would say, oh, no. I'm sorry. I just came out of my own divorce. I don't want to be a story that will lead to another person's divorce or things like that. One would think, right? No. That's why they say hot people hurt people. Judy was went through divorce processes. We don't know if it was another woman that drove her out of her home. We don't know the real genesis or what caused her own divorce. But she was very quick to jump into a seemingly happy home, according to Yul Edochie, that his wife of 16 years has been nothing but amazing, supportive, a woman that met him when he had nothing and agreed to manage with him, to grow with him, to build with him. Those were the praises that Yul Edochie been giving to his wife at every anniversary. Suddenly, Judy became the peace of Yul Edochie. What changed? When a man cannot guide his third leg rightly, your story, let it not be you. I pray it's not going to be anybody here. Let us not go through the fact that another woman will come on social media to be telling the world how our dear husbands, our father, takes care of his responsibility, how he pays our bills, even transportation bill from one end to the other that this man pays. Let us not hear that from another woman. Let that not be our story. It was very easy coming out from Judy Austin on her latest video. It took her 1 year to come out so that it would be that officially I've lived with my husband for 1 year. How about unofficial? How many years have you guys been cohabiting? From the stories she told us on her video, how single and married, even married women were dating married men, how they go to hotels, how they sneak out and sneak in. How many unofficial stories and marriage or situation relationship she has kept with you before she became the second wife. Let us not forget that Judy bore a child at the time she was announced as a second wife. That means 9 months of pregnancy, and then maybe few months of before conception, and then what happens? So making it 2 years, official or unofficial, that she has been with Yul Edochie, telling us how Yul Edochie will film at Enugu Asaba and fly to Lagos to be able to take the children to school. May that not be our story, that our own family stories, family private matters be discussed on the bed of another woman. May that not be our story. It was very easy for her to tell the story, for her to ask people why they were saying that Yul did not mourn his first son well enough. Let's ask May, because she is in the best place to answer that question. If what her husband was exhibiting on social media was the right way to mourn. Judy was saying, if you haven't lost a child, you should stop talking. I asked my mother, who lost a son, a first son. The acts Judy and Yul displayed are unspeakable. They are not something you can encourage another person to go through. 3 weeks, your son was put to rest. You came singing love song with an estranged woman turned wife. It's not an act that anybody should congratulate you and Judy for doing. Assuming the reverse were the case here, that it was Judy that we are talking about, that the son had gone and not me, would Judy feel that that was the right thing? They say it's easier said than done. That was my starting speech. Easier said than done. If you were to be the person mourning, will you qualify that act as good enough? Nobody is telling him not to be on social media. That's the part they are forgetting. Nobody is telling him not to work and feed his family. No. But coming to sing, I love you, babe, I got you, babe, 3 weeks after you laid to rest your son, with the same woman that brought calamity to your life. That's good enough. Yeah, if May was the one talking, oh, with all due respect, I will honor that, because she is the woman in pain. She is the woman that can tell you the whole 9 yard of what it takes to lose a grown child of 16. But no, Judy saw nothing wrong with what she and you been exhibiting on social media. Who is going to feed and pay use children's school fees? Who is going to pay their bills? The man has to work. Of course, he has to work. We all understand that. There are few weeks to money in this present age because of the way the economy is. People had to work. But working doesn't mean bringing emotional, distress to your first wife and the children, the siblings of the said boy. That is not part of the work. Part of the work that they know their father to be doing was to shoot movies, make movies, do endorsement for companies. Those wearing what people were seeing. People were seeing people coming to sing Tony Braxton's song, coming to say see Millie on social media as though nothing happened. But it was right for Judy. Wait until you wear the shoes of May Dochie, then you can be able to come out to tell people what was right and what wasn't. If the reverse were the case, that May and Judy switches position in this particular situation, let's know how it hurts. The saying goes, he who wears the shoes knows exactly where it pinches. All right. Welcome, welcome, my people. There is no winning with you, in my opinion, at all. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Thank you guys for being here. Me Weight Loss, thank you. Don't forget to like this live stream as you come in. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to give me your opinion in the comment section. So Judy started by saying that wait for me, that she has had enough. She's tired. She's going to go live to spill it out. Bring your questions. I made a video, which I posted before that live stream, daring Judy to tell the whole world the reason why she's being dragged. Daring her to tell us how, as a divorcee, jumped into breaking another home. I dared her in my video. If you haven't seen that video, it's just 2 videos below. About 5 minutes is a very easy watch. Lo and behold, the live stream came. Did Judy answer any of those questions? No. Rather, what did she do? She kept on telling people where she was at the time she met you. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. She came on that live stream not addressing the major reason why people have been dragging her on social media for the past 1 year. She came to tell people that while she was at Mr. Obasi's home, when she was still Mrs. Obasi, she had not met you. So my question is, so when you left Mr. Obasi's home, when you became a divorcee, single as you can put it, your aim and target was to look for another married man to switch to. Was that the aim? Because you claim you met you years after you left Mr. Obasi's home. And when you met Yule Dochie, he was way into marriage. If that marriage should have been in 18 years this year or 19 years this year, so Yule was way married with children when you met him. But he did not blink an eye to jump into the other room with him. Dating him was no big deal, but it was a big deal to another woman. It was sleepless night to another woman. It was a moment of wetting her pillows, knowing that her husband is no longer a faithful man. It was pain to another woman. And I'm going to ask here, we don't know the reason why Judy left Mr. Obasi. Was there another woman that drove you out? that made you to say, somebody did that to me, I want to do it to another? Just like Blessing CEO was advising yesterday, that go out there, snatching is allowed, overtaking is allowed. When you hear these things, you begin to wonder, everything we see now on social media, is it because of money that people don't have integrity anymore? People don't want to understand morals, what is good and what is not. Is it because of Facebook money, YouTube money? Integrity has been trashed beyond the trashing bag. Dignity is no longer a thing. Is it all about money? That is my question. Was Blessing CEO's husband also, was he cheating when she was married? These are the underlying questions we'll be asking these ladies that jumped into marrying another woman's husband, separating the woman from her husband, and then completely breaking the family into pieces. And then you have the effrontery. You feel very proud to come on social media to vent, forgetting that one underlying question that is the major problem why you're dragged online is still unanswered. Why did you marry somebody's husband? Why were you dating a married man? Why were you a side chick to a married man, a mistress to a married man? Until Gist Lover brought it out. Judy went on rampage calling Gist Lover, which Gist Lover has decided to ignore because he felt that it wasn't necessary. That if she still has information, he's still going to break them. I don't know if Gist Lover is a woman or a man. But the main reason why we are where we are today was simply because you went into a very functional home, according to you, Ledochie, a beautiful home, okay? And you went in there, you saw you as a catch, as a big achievement, huge upgrade from Mr. Obasi. And if you look at Mr. Obasi's picture that was circulated online and see you, Ledochie, you will tell Judy, yeah, babe, you upgraded real good. That was a big time upgrade for Judy. Judy said she's going to defend you 1,000 times, 1 million, a billion times. But I'm going to ask, if that were Mr. Obasi, would Judy be that proud to defend Mr. Obasi, to stand by him, to champion the cause? You did not see maybe a widower or a fellow divorced person, or even a man that is single, to marry or to date or to be a side chick to. No, you did not see any, or to date. But no, it was May's husband, Yule Doche. And when you were legalized, you now have you feel proud to come and tell us how you is footing every bill in May's house, maybe telling the world that May contributes nothing to the well-being of her children. May that not be our portion, that a strange woman will come to the social media to tell the world how how my husband pays his bills. May that not be our lot. It's very easy for somebody who is, giving it out, but very painful to the person receiving it. She felt she sounded very good, very eloquent. Yes, people should clap for her. She did the needful. She's there to defend her Odogu. That her Odogu is not a nickname. It's for the fact that this man takes care of his responsibility, jumps into plane after shooting on Saturday, and then flies to Lagos to take the child to school. If that man was faithful to his wife, you will not be in the picture in the first place, Judy. If that man remained faithful father, you will not be in the picture. You only came into the picture because you could not say no to a married man when the married man approached you. You felt that was an upgrade for you coming from Mr. Obasi. You could not tell you I'm sorry, we are here to shoot, and I want us to keep it professional. I respect my career. I don't date my co-workers. Or I respect my career. I don't date my directors, especially married men. If you had done the needful and stood your ground as a woman with integrity, you will not be there on Yule Edochie's official page making those live streams. You would have still been married to May Edochie. Maybe they would have still been 4 children. But the only reason why you are now talking is because Yule was very responsible by putting the third leg in place, and you were at the same time irresponsible by dating a married man. But you know what? The joy here is that we are all mothers, and in one way or the other, we are raising children. And when it is their own turn to become adults, then we become holier than thou. That's what most women do, women of that situation. They become very, have you gone to church today? God said this, God did not say that. And you want to sweep the history under the carpet as though your acts were never done. But you know what? Life has changed. Social media is now a witness that one day your child, my child, they will grow up and go through social media and see the faces or the names of their parents. And they want to know what their mother was 10 years ago, what she was like, the kind of things she was saying on social media. Those evidences can never be wiped away. So as you deal, or if you're one of those that want to follow Blessing CEO's advice, snatching a good man because they felt the woman in the home is not treating the man right. This treating right is a two-way traffic. It's not just the man or the woman. Both are into it together to treat each other right. When they say, when the left hand washes the right, you have a very clean hand. Ndị Igbo si na aka nri kwa aka ekpe akwa aka nri, right? Lion begets lion. You can't get what you don't dish out. If you dish out love and respect for your wife, that woman will fall for you because you, first of all, you love her, you respect her, and then you're protecting everything that that bind you guys together. That woman will love and worship you. Trust me. For the likes of Blessing CEO that are there encouraging young ladies to go and snatch, be careful who you want to snatch her husband, because some women's knees, their knees are firebrand. Thank you for joining me today, beautiful people. And Rose Silva, thank you for being here. I do appreciate. Thank you guys. And those watching me from Facebook, don't forget to like this live stream for me. Don't forget to share as well. And don't forget to give me your comment and contribution in the comment section. Once again, welcome to my live stream. So I've been talking about Judy Austin venting. She started by telling people that she has a lot to answer. Come with your questions. We are still waiting for those answers because she hasn't even started answering questions. She only came to tell her own side of the story, which she said she didn't know you while she was Mrs. Obasi, so she wanted to clear the air. I've told these people a piece of advice in my videos. My videos are about 5 minutes. Anybody can watch it, easy watch. You don't owe anybody any explanation because it's very shameful for you to come out and start telling people why you snatched somebody's husband. And you're dodging that particular question. See how I'm saying it directly. Why you snatch somebody's husband. But you come and go around it, you don't want to answer it. Because you know you cannot answer that question, why you snatch people's husband, there is nothing to tell. You guys are making it look as if May was a bad wife, blah, blah, blah. We don't know what our favorite. I really don't have favorite in my channel, but I speak the truth. I say it the way it is. Even when the online people were dragging Judy Austin, calling her all manner of name, especially when they brought her mother into it, saying her mother and Judy went to do juju. I made a live stream here and I condemn that. What you cannot prove, don't say it. okay, because we are not the native doctor. You can I made a live stream. But why am I making this live stream today? I'm making the live stream because Judy is beginning to cry victim, which she's not the victim. She's not in any way, form, or shape, or by any standard victim in this situation. She is the cause of the problem. The victim is not crying, who's supposed to be the one that did snatch her husband, right? She hasn't made a video. She hasn't come live. She hasn't sat down to shoot any video telling the world what she went through, how the emotional, whatever, how she heard it from social media, how her husband has been pleading with her to accept. She has not said a thing like that. But Judy is crying victim. Why am I saying that? What got to the discussion of you, Ledoche, in the first place? It was the fact that you came online to announce to the social media people, I took a wife, and my wife, I welcome a son. I welcome a son, and then I married a second wife. Those were you, Ledoche's words. And that was the reason why they've been on social media. Because people did not know for many years that Yul was even married. Talk more of having grown kids. And then when he started bringing out his wife, May, to the public, wow, your kids are already grown. People embrace them. They love Pet Edochie, and for that reason, that love extended to Yul Edochie. So they saw a perfect family in the eyes of people. They are perfect. They live together. Yul is always saying beautiful things about the wife. There was never a time he says something contrary to what they are trying to say now. There is never a time. In all the celebration, Yul has marked anniversary on his Instagram page before he deleted all his pictures. There was never a time where he said, you guys don't know what I'm going through in this marriage. Marriage is hard or marriage is tough. He never said any of those. So suddenly, because Judy came into the equation, it now became that you don't know what Yul is going through. Don't cry victim if you're the cause of the problem. If you really have something to say it. If you don't have something to say, stop disgracing and embarrassing womanhood. This particular generation are beginning to normalize a lot of bad things, all in the quest to chase green dollars. Bad things are normalized. Blessing CEO went ballistic yesterday, telling young people to go out there and snatch a good man that the wife is not taking care of. That is what the generation of social media is causing. They want to continue to be talked about. They want people to talk so that they will continue to trend to make money from social media. That's why they can wake up one day, coin up one story, so that people will say, hey, you're speaking the unspeakable. And then they will continue to make money. But to what extent? At whose detriment? And I want to point it out there. If you're still that young folk, looking up to anybody as your role model, I've said it so many times on my live stream, and I'm going to say it again today. Stop depending on anybody as your role model. That your mother and your father that live with you, that pay your school fees, pay your tuition, take good care of you, foot the bill in the home, put shelter over you. That is number one role model. Your mother, she might be selling in the local market to make sure there is food on the table. Make her your role model. Don't make strangers that you don't know where they wake up from. You don't know the kind of persons they are your role model. If you're still looking on to Blessing CEO as a role model, you're a young woman out there, you're missing something, because she is going to lead you astray if care is not given. Thank you, Maureen Chisom, for joining me today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you for the thumbs up and the share. God bless you. Real good. So, Judy Austin crying victim is a complete no-no. Is what the Americans will say BS. There is no point of you crying victim because you're not a victim. They are dragging you because of what? Your action. There is consequence. In fact, for every action, you might have multiple consequences. It might not be one, it might be several, because it depends on everyone's interpretation and understanding of the reason behind what you did. So you are the action, you caused the problem. And that's why you're having all the dragging on social media. If Judy had gone into dating, a single man, nobody would talk about you. Honestly speaking, nobody will call your name and call you Ledochie's name. If Judy had gone for a widower, nobody will call Judy's name. But no, Judy did not see any other man except you. And I want to believe that before, like she said, before she met you, you must have spoken to other ladies. But nobody turned to do what? To be the one that wrecked his home. Okay? Let me put another young person or young family here. Yeah, let's put another young family here. Who will I use now? Maybe Walter Ngala. Can't pronounce the last name right. He's a married man too. He's a Nollywood actor, producer, and whatever. And then he has a family. Okay, let's assume that the way your Walter and the family are doing well, and suddenly somebody will come from nowhere and then rock that boat, that family. People will come after that woman. Be rest assured. People, it's not just you. This particular dragon is not peculiar to you. It's peculiar to the action that led to what the Yule Edochie and May Edochie's family being broken into pieces. Is your action they are dragging. Why you did what you did. And we were expecting you in your live stream to come and answer why you did what you did. The reason behind it, no. But you were telling them you have the name of all the Nollywood actresses, even the married ones that are still going after married men. She forgot something when she was doing that live stream. Ndị Igbo sị na awọ na-asị be welcome. It's like kettle calling the other one black. You're talking about your fellow actresses. That what they do, you were explaining what they do. Because you were in that game. You were once a mistress, a side chick. You were also dating a married man. Am I missing something here? So if your fellow colleagues, your other actresses are dating married men, and this is how they will go into hotel pretending to be with their girlfriends, the man sneaks in the night. I mean, that is stealing. Because if you guys felt that what you guys were doing were so upright, you walk boldly with that man into the hotel. Or why go hotel vacations? Yeah, you guys should be going to his home. But no, because it's called stealing, and him and Zulu on our source so much. That's why you sneak in with your girlfriend. He sneaks in the middle of the night and sneaks out very early in the morning. You said you have the list of their names. How do you know them? Because you were practically dating you before you became a wife. Remember, you've already born a child for this man before your bride price was paid, according to what made the news. That means you were dating him as a married man. And you people were doing sneaking and sneak out as a married man, as a divorcee dating a married man before you became a wife. So what are you talking about here? When you're pointing finger, the rest of your four fingers pointing back at you, you want to drag your fellow actresses. That is not the reason why they are dragging you on social media. The reason why they are dragging you is that you saw a peaceful home between you and May Edochie with their lovely children, but you dived into that and made sure that that home is no longer what it used to be. That is the consequences is what you're seeing of your very own action. And until you address the root of the problem, they will still drag you tomorrow. Why cry victim when you are the cause of the problem? That's my question. Why cry victim when you are the cause of that same problem, but you're crying victim? You know, today's world, they're so emboldened because everybody have access to data to go live. Everybody has a platform these days to go live. Those were the things that our parents will frown at. It's a guinea. What are you going there to say? But I want to stop. But I don't even know what our parents are doing these days. Because it seems that some people are now feeding their fathers and their mothers that they can't be able to tell them the truth about life. Or maybe because they felt they're adults taking care of their responsibilities, they can no longer listen to their parents. Either way, it could be. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Judy crying victim. Is she truly the victim here? Is Judy Austin truly the victim? No. And I will say it over and over and over again. In fact, who are the victims here in this scenario? The number one, some people will say May is the victim, but May is not my number one victim. My number one victim are the children, because they did not ask these people to bring them to this world. That is first of all. They did not ask them to join them in their issues. But these kids have been dragged alongside their father. There is nothing Daniela will say today people will not interpret. Because of her father, she's dragged into her father's problem. Those are the primary victims to this thing we are talking about. They are the people hurting the most. I said here when I started the live stream, according to Judy, you'll mourn right. But if we switch the roles, that Judy becomes May becomes Judy, maybe because they say he who wears the shoes knows exactly where he pinches. If May can sit down and tell you how many nights, even up till right now, May is still crying over the loss of her child, is an ending. It's not something you get over with. It takes the grace of God for the healing to be complete. And then the pain will be replaced with memories of that child. It's a gradual process. She will get there. She will always remember the first child, the son, the child she gave birth to. Will always remember. Even when she's old and, old and dry, she will still remember that child. It's not something you wipe away. So she knows what pain she went through. And she's in the best place to tell the world whether her husband mourned rightly or not. It's not Judy. Because if we switch role, if the reverse were to be the case, Judy wouldn't have had the energy to be saying, why should you tell a man how to mourn? It's because Kambili is not Judy's son. So it will be very easy to come out from her mouth. But will it be that easy for me to talk about? No, it won't. Remember the thing I said here. Nobody is telling you, Ledoche, how to mourn. But people are telling you, Ledoche, how insensitive that 3 weeks down the line, you're coming online. I got you, babe. Telling me this, telling me that. Singing, lullaby, love song, whatever you call it. 3 weeks after, it wasn't his regular career of shooting movies, doing endorsement, because assuming he came out promoting Star Lager beer or Life beer, people will know he's making money. That's his endorsement. Assuming he went into movie producing, people will know, yeah, he has to put food on the table. But there is a difference in putting food on the table. You're not dragging in fact, you're not draining your children's emotion with it by all those videos they were putting out there, undermining that the first wife is still in pain. Double pain this time. The pain of losing his child and the pain that this same woman, my husband, is singing, I love you, babe, is the reason why we are not in good terms. Double pain for the first wife. And then a very deep one for the children, because they're still trying to figure out, truly our brother is no more, but our daddy is already out there celebrating with another woman. Oh, I don't even know how she felt comfortable saying those things she said in her last video. But it shows the woman who has refused to accept responsibilities. One thing is, accept the fact that you erred or what you did was wrong, then you can be able to address your problem. But when you refuse to accept your responsibility, you see that as no problem, but every other person, you are the problem, not me. That is how somebody who has been living in denial behaves. I'm not the problem. You are the problem. Because the person has refused to understand that for every action, there are consequences. And the consequences of our very action of going into a very peaceful home, according to you, Ledoche, that's how he has everly described his marriage with May. Very peaceful home. Another woman, a strange woman, came there. Plant. Not only did she plant a seed, the seed started growing. It became a plant. From being a plant, it became a tree. And the root is now well rooted that you, Ledoche, cannot do otherwise without Judy Austin. And then you tell me that people should not talk about it. Think again now. Think again. If Yul had wanted to marry a second wife, he wouldn't have waited for 18 years to marry another second wife. He would have married the second wife maybe 3 years or 4 years down the line. That's how men that were marrying second, they were marrying them in that distance. Maybe 4 years after, you marry another one. And then maybe you should be talking about, why is Regina not dragged? Ned Nwoko has been marrying women for years. Regina is not the second. Regina is, I think, the fifth or the sixth. So you can see he has been at it from one wife to the other, to the other, to the other. Ned did not wait after 20 years or 18 years before he married a second wife. No. A man that's into polygamy don't wait that long. Is a man that mistakenly chop the forbidden fruit. You know, when I mean chop, he chopped the one way chicken for throat. And that's what led to this. Yeah, somebody will say, so you prefer them cheating? No, no, no. It was because of irresponsibility in the first place. He was not responsible with his third leg. He couldn't manage his third leg well. That's why he carried himself to another woman. And the woman on her own part is also not a responsible woman. Because a married man, if a man approaches you as a married man, you tell the person, oh, I'm sorry, you're a married man, I don't deal. But no, the likes of Judy, what is there to lose? After all, I'm a divorcee. It was easy for you to jump into the other room with a married man. Now you came 2023, you came to tell us that you have booklets of those that are dating married men. What an irony. The same thing you were doing just few years back. Because under 1 year that you became Mrs., you now remember this is a wrong thing. You want to call them out. You can only be a clown to think somebody will hold those things seriously. Welcome, Rosie Hujo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here, sis. I really appreciate. Thank you for being here. You want to call your colleagues out that are dating married men. Even some of them are married and they are still dating married men. You just took yourself out of it barely a year that you paid your bride price. Before your bride price was paid, you already have a son for him. Were you married when you were dating him? Were you husband and wife before you had the son? No way. So you were into that. That's why you know how they do it, what they were doing, because it was also the game you were playing. But because you're no longer single, you're now Mrs., right? You felt it was okay to come out and talk about your colleagues doing that are in the game. People are not interested. If only you can tell people, okay, I met you and then Before I knew it, I started liking him. And I even told him, bro, you were married now. But before you know it, one thing led to other. You could have just come and tell them one thing led to other. You people started dating. It would have been fair and square than you running around the story. Yeah, yeah, you're called out because of that. QED. It's that simple. And until you address that elephant in the room, they're still going to drag you. You have refused to address the elephant in the room. You felt it was okay that you never met you when you were Mrs. Obasi. Okay, fine. You did not meet you while you were Mrs. Obasi. Then you now met you when you were no longer Mrs. Obasi, right? But your aim was it to date him? Was it to shatter his marriage and get inside? What were your objectives? What were your objectives? Let us know. Then the next thing you came out to tell the world that they've been dragging, you're forcing him to mourn. You're telling him nobody is telling you to mourn. You said, oh, they should wait until they lose a child, then they will come and tell. If you were the one that lost a son, Judy, and you jumped into a wagon with me, singing, I got you, babe, you'll still be weeping right now that I'm talking. If you were in May's position right now, you will not be talking. Just put a call through to me and ask me, was anything wrong? Was it wrong? What you all did, was it? Ask me. Because she is the one going through that pain. She is the one mourning. But you, it was okay because you're the one that they are parading around, right? You are the one that has the keys to the bedroom, right? You're the one that has the key to his bank statement. For you to know that from every bill, feeding, accommodation, school fees, that you takes care of it. May God not let a strange woman come to the internet to tell the world how our husbands are paying their bills. May that not be our portion. And if you're there as a married woman, say amen. May our husbands not drag their third leg outside for another woman to have the guts to come and tell the world that even if my children, if they want to go to ShopRite or want to go to movies or cinema, they will call their father, we need transportation, he will provide. What kind of insult is that? She's indirectly telling the world that May takes no responsibility, but Yul does everything. Judy, I don't know who is pushing you. I don't know who is advising you. But one thing I will tell you is to take a break. Thank you, Priska and Jome, for coming here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Rosie said she's not in May's shoes. That's why she is opening her gutter. Absolutely. I can't agree less. Honestly, I can't agree less. Because I had to ask my mom. My mom lost a first son too. I know what it was for her. I understand that pain because at some point we were together. When the whole burial, was all done, everybody started returning back to their destination. Those started returning to resume work. I stayed back with my mom because it was a tough period. It was a tough period, and it draws me to tears whenever I remember it. That's why when I saw you and Judy doing all those their thing online, I felt the pain as though I was the one that lost a child, because I was there every morning with my mother. I stayed with my mother for additional 2 months. I was like, okay, I make sure I make breakfast. Most mornings she will not eat because no appetite. I try to ask questions. I try to find out how she was faring. She did not jump the next moment to go and start going for women meeting and all of that, socializing and all of that. She did not. So I can understand. But Judy, you've not lost a child. That's why you not understand. You've not. I don't think you've been with someone who has experienced that kind of pain. Maybe Yule is your first. He will come to the bedroom and cry with you after you guys have come to deceive people on social media. He will go inside and cry with you, right? You became his pillow where he shed the tears and all of that. But you have caused havoc on social media. Then you guys will go inside and start crying and expect people to keep quiet. You can't eat your cake and have it, especially in this day. There is no way you eat your cake, you still have the cake. Mm-mm. As you're dishing out those things on social media, people were coming for you. Few weeks into it, I think it was 2 weeks after the whole funeral and everything, Judy came to make a video with her pink dress, telling the world to thank the Lord with her. If people know what she went through for the past year, what it has been for her, but God saw her through it all. That was few weeks, maybe 2 weeks after your co-wife buried a child. You're already giving testimony. If you guys were in the same household, it will not be like that. The family is still in money. In the traditional way, nobody is going to church for any Thanksgiving. But because it's no longer a family for you, you are Yu's family. Nay has been pushed out because you came in. Until you realize that your action led to all the name callings, all the dragging on social media, then you begin to address it better. Until then, it will still drag you. And Maureen said, at all, you can't eat your cake and have it. Absolutely. She needs she needs to take a very strong break. Yeah, she needs to take a break. I agree with you. I really do agree. So I must thank all of you for joining me. For those watching me from Facebook, thank you for being here. This is one of the earliest I've come on live stream on a Saturday because my Saturday is packed. That's why I started this early. This is not my usual time of live stream. Pardon me for coming too early today. Most people think I'm going to be starting in the next 3 hours, but I started this early because I need to get this live stream out. I wasn't here last week because of, you know what? I needed to take the break on Saturday to sleep in. I didn't do anything. I just slept in on Saturday because I needed the break after, a very tedious week. So my friends and listeners and those watching me, those following me, I applaud you guys to like this video, share your comment and contribution in the comment section. And if you're a young girl, I don't know why my heart is always going out for young women, young girls. If you are a young girl listening or follow, you have social media, you have Instagram or any social media account, please and please, never you read my lips, never you make anybody your role model apart from that mother that puts food on your table. If you don't have a mother that put food on your table, if there is any mother figure in your life that is taking care of you, let that person be your number one role model. Don't use the likes of Blessing CEO that will tell you to snatch husbands from anybody. Please don't make those people your role model, because you know what? All those things they are dishing out on social media is for them to make money. They don't care who they deceive, but they care when they smile up to the bank. If you can understand it and differentiate social media not to be real life and focus on real life, you see that life is a lot simpler than what it is. Let social media not be the dictate of your life, of your real life. Don't go and follow what they are saying. They will tell you to go and snatch a good man from the wife if the wife is not treating the man well. If a man treats his wife well, the woman will worship the feet if he steps on. That's things they will not tell you. But they will tell you to go and snatch somebody's husband. Don't do it. Now, Judy snatched somebody's husband. The man married her. Now she's coming to cry victim on social media as though she did nothing. She has refused. Okay, what to her? You did not do anything wrong. After all, he only married a second wife. You loved her enough to bring her home. That's what she could be saying. But she forgot so quickly that that home, according to you, was a peaceful marriage. Peaceful 16 years, peaceful 15 years, peaceful 17 years. Those were the things you was confessing each year about the wife. Suddenly, May is no longer the peace, is now Judy. And what led to it is what they don't want to talk about. Irresponsible acts of two adults. You knew this person was fully married with children. When he made advances to you, you could have said no. You were not the first person you'll ever made a pass to. You can never be the first woman on Nollywood that you ever made a pass to. Never. But you were that one that was quick enough, out of your irresponsible nature, jumped into the other room with him. And that was not enough. You made sure you captured, you took control, because now you're giving out all his plans, how he will shoot in Asaba and fly to Lagos to take May's children to school, how he is a very responsible husband, how he foots the bill. Being a responsible husband doesn't stop at paying bills, lady. It doesn't stop at paying bills only. A responsible husband, a very responsible husband, cares about the welfare of his own wife, her emotions. It's not just about paying bills. No. How about being there when that woman needs you, when your children needs you? How about understanding that you took a vow to love and to behold till death do you part? How about that vow? How about keeping to that vow? That what God has joined together, no person should put asunder. I don't know if they still put those things in today's marriage, because no third party should put asunder. Judy became that third party, and she ended up putting asunder that marriage. That what God has joined together, no longer what God has joined together, because a third party put asunder to it, and that becomes Judy. May that not be our portion in Jesus' name. I have a premiere now. I have to go. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go for your premiere, sis. Thank you. Thank you. What happened to all the single men out there? Please, someone should ask Judy on my behalf. That is a very good question. What happened to all the single men out there? I jumped into a live stream yesterday when I was retiring to bed. I jumped into a live stream, and the lady was telling people that please, nobody should tell you there are no husbands in Lagos. Don't listen to Blessing CEO with the latest she came out. There are husbands in Lagos. So she started explaining how she met her own husband. She said that she was doing a food catering. She would cook and supply to offices. Then on one occasion, people, they will all request for food, and she would cook and supply. In the act of doing that, she even comes very, straight from the kitchen, not any serere, not any, prim and proper. She comes straight from the kitchen, rushing to make sure she meet the time before they will close from work. Then one guy was like, hey, okay, madam, lady, I want a pot of stew, pot of soup. She made and brought it to the office, and then handed it over to the receptionist to please take to this person, this person, this person. The reception said no, then they asked you to bring the food up to their offices. That was how she carried food. From carrying food, she's now Mrs. of that man. There are single men out there. I said it here. If Judy had married a single man or even a widower, she would not be on yours official page making live stream. May and Yul would have still been together. Whether Yul was a cheating husband or not, they would have still been managing their marriage together. The only reason why people are talking about Yule Doche, Yule Doche, Yule Doche, Yule is because Judy, the mistress, is now a wife. And until she addressed the root of the problem, it will still be out there taunting her. That's the fact. Let me give a basic example. You have malaria, right? You went to the doctor. Instead of doctor giving you chloroquine or whatever queen they use to treat malaria, the doctor will start giving you medicine or that will make you lose weight or add weight. That malaria will still be there because it's not treated. You will still come back after drinking all those multivitamins or whatever to tell the doctor, I still think I have malaria. Until that doctor takes care of that malaria, then you feel better. That is pure and simple. Address the root of the problem. Since you guys want to talk, you're not going to keep quiet anymore. That's what she's threatening. Let Judy address the root of the problem. If she has anything to say, but she has nothing to say. She can come online and tell us that, yeah, I met you 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and then he came after me. I didn't know what happened. I fell in love with him. You didn't know what happened. Were your eyes closed? Didn't you know he had children and a wife? She can never answer those important questions, pure and simple. Mommy of triplets. Wow. Thank you for being here. It's been a while. How are you doing? Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I love your analysis. Thank you. Same people jump the real case. Yes, and act like they are looking for solution. Absolutely. Absolutely. Address the root of the problem. Maybe some people will get some closure. But until you address this, online sisters, brother-in-laws, in-laws, uncles, aunties, grandchildren, they are not going to rest until they get some closure. Because there was a post you made with Judy and said, peace, my peace, or whatever. Is he trying to insinuate that May is no longer peace, or May was never peace? But it was the same man that will write every anniversary to the wife of my youth, the wife that stood with me when I had nothing. You know, there's something discussion that happened after May and you started having this problem. A lot of people were of the opinion that I'm never going to support anybody to build with a man, because after building with the man is going to leave you and get another woman. It became a discussion, and that was also when Mercy Aigbe married as a second wife. And then the man was married with 4 children as well. So it became a debate at the time. Is it right to build with a man, or is it wrong to build with a man? I was kind of in between in that conclusion, because this life, you cannot predict anything. The only thing I will tell a woman, if you're going into marriage tomorrow, just make sure that you are happy in that marriage. Just make sure that you are also taking good care of yourself. Make sure you have something doing. If you have something doing, if there is something you're bringing to the table, okay, not relying solely on a man, not encouraging your man to shine, and then why you take the back seat, it might backfire for you. And that's what happened in May's case. May was supportive according to you, because May has never said those words. I'm quoting used words from his pictures. How May has supported his own career, has encouraged him to be the best. So she was there supporting you. Yul was out there. May was behind doing the back office work while Yul was shining. As your husband is shining and thriving, make sure you also shine. If you don't have a degree, get a skill, be good at it. Let your hands also make money. Do something, have your own thing, because this life is deeper than we think. All right, let me read some comments. Yes, they are lying to themselves. Absolutely. I am fine. She's been listening at the background. Thank you so much, mommy of triplets. And if I was her son, if it was her son that died, she would not come out to speak for you. Bam. I did what? I stamped that. Period. You said it right. Most second wives overdo. Judy is asking if we knew what you had been going has been going through, as not she's not the as if she's not the cause of the what she's going through. You said it all. She's asking if we know what you had been through, as though she's not the problem of the what you is going through. It simply means that she's still living in denial. You know, when somebody refused to accept the fact that this is the right thing that happened, I don't want to use a very, very dramatic thing, to illustrate what I'm trying to say, but I might have to do that. Let's assume you're grieving, you understand, and you still haven't accepted that, yes, that the person is gone. Is until you go through the 5 stages of grief, you'll be able to heal completely. You have to accept the fact that that person is no more. You understand? Then it will help you to start processing the rest. But if you're still living in denial, no, it's not true. It's not true. I can't believe it. I can't. You're living in denial. And that's what you or me, and rather you and Judy. Judy is living in denial. She has refused to accept the fact that she is the major reason why Yule is being dragged. She is number one architect of her very own problem. I said it that in my previous video. My videos, by the way, are 5 minutes long, so you can easily watch it before you even finish turning on your TV. The video is done. I said those things in my short videos. They are the architect of their very own problem, but they are not seeing that. It's like right now, I might not see something in my eye, but if I'm looking at mommy of three, I'll be able to see the one in her eyes. I want to pluck it off first, but the one that is covering my eyes is still there, and I can't remove it. They know they are the cause of their problem. It's irresponsibility on both parts that led them to this. The Unique, how are you? It's been a while, sis. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. She is manipulative. Mommy of triplet, you can say that again. She is manipulative. Yes, you can say that again. Honestly, you can say that again. She told us how you goes to drop his son in school and goes back to work. She's the work you'll return back to. Mommy of triplet, oh, I think God beg you. She's the work Yule returns to. Okay, Yule rushes to Lagos. Let me even do the summation. Rushes to Lagos, maybe took evening flight, sleeps over the night, in the morning drives the kids to school. Then on Tuesday, he's back. Then who takes care of the kids' homework while he's not there? Who takes care of PTA meetings? Who takes care of making sure that when they are sick, they are in the hospital, when they are not feeling well, when they are fighting as siblings? Who separates all of those fights? There are so many things to raising a child or being a father than just paying the bills. There are so many things to it. So many things to it. It's not just you send the money, you pay the bill, and that's your responsibility is over. No. Sometimes your wife will need you to tell the sons to stop quarreling with each other. Your wife will need you to step in and talk to them when they are misbehaving. There are so many things to raising children other than paying the bills. Honestly, there are so many things. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you guys. If only she can come and tell the online in-laws, because she brought this. I have something to say. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm not going to do this. Da. She brought it to herself. But let her summon on the courage to come and tell people what led to the relationship in the first place, how they got together, and how long she dated you before you ran to pay the bride price. Will she answer those questions? No. I said it before that she wasn't going to answer any questions. She wanted traffic. She wants to make money this June on social media. She's realizing, oh, our videos are no longer picking up. Let's think of something else. You leave me alone. Oh, this Facebook, I'm going to drive the traffic. I'm coming on with this story. It's just to shake the internet. The views, the money is all about money. She has nothing to say. I said it in my video as well. There is no point to explain. There is nothing to clear. You don't have to clear any air because it's already obvious that you are the woman that put asunder to somebody's marriage. So there is no air to clear. It's glaring. We can see it. But if they think they have something to do, they should make a movie. After all, they are producers. Make a movie about it. Do a sit-down videos. Go to Judy. Let Judy interview you to tell the world, yeah, how bad May has been. And that was what pushed the man in the street. Also, her friend Sarah has been dropping all the hints that the man has been in the street for many years before he met Judy and fell in love. Okay, oh, he has been in the street, right? Cubana chief priest, I remember when a Kenyan lady dragged him of impregnating him and fathering a child with him. Cubana priest will tell you, we are all in the street. Let me even quote him. When you went to marry Judy, he was one of the people that said something about it. Bro, we don't number our wives. We can number our money, our resources, our investments, our cars, but we don't number our wives. We still respect our wives. We still honor them in as much as they are in the street. So that would be my response to Sarah. The man has been in the street before he fell in love. The rest, the Cubana chief priest admitted they are all in the street, but they still don't number their wives. Somebody will say, oh, but you did the right thing. Instead of having a side chick, he brought that one home. You can't wake up after 17 years and slap a woman I want to get a second wife on social media. You could have discussed that in your family and now coming to announce it to the social media. Your first wife claimed she's just hearing about it. It's something you guys would have done nicely. Maybe she would have joined you to go welcome the second wife. That's what they do in those days. The first wife will even follow to go and marry the second wife. But up till today, like Uche Madagu has been dragging Judy Austin and Yule Doche to show the world their marriage pictures, their videos. Up till now, we haven't seen anything online about it. So it simply means nothing was recorded for secrecy, or they still don't want to share. I don't know what they're hiding. V Unique said, her audacity for me, who raised Juju and her parents are disappointed in the world. Posterity will judge Judy. Karma will deal with her. Honestly, her audacity is something else. That's what our sister V Unique is talking about here. My link is down, ladies, in case any of you wants to jump in to say a word. I'm going to drop it one more time. Mommy of Triplets says, she feels dropping a child in school and paying bill is all that there is. Hi, yeah. Honestly, Mommy of Triplets, I've told you several times to start doing teaching series. You are a counselor. You talk to women every day. If not every day, at least every time. You talk to women. You know what people are going through. Create time from what experiences you have. Advise women, because the wrong women are now louder than the good ones. The wrong women with audience, the likes of Blessing CEO, telling young people to snatch people's husband, their voices are louder. The likes of Judy, that will take somebody's husband and feels there is nothing wrong with that, break a complete a healthy home and sees nothing wrong, and then comes back to cry victim. Please let good people say things, say something. Advise young folks. not to take that line, not to listen to those counsels that Blessing CEO or even Judy, they can be role model. I've told you so many times. She feels dropping a child in school and paying bills is all that is. It's not and can never be. There was a day in my home after work. I was so exhausted for sitting down for over 8 hours from one meeting. I had like 6 meetings that day. It was so tiring because your video had to be up in the meeting. So it's not the one you just pretend. You have to be there because people are talking to you and you have to give your own opinion. So when I finished that day, I went to my bedroom. I had a very, very nice warm bath, tucked myself into the room, locked my door, and I told my husband, these children are yours, take care of them. From that 6 p.m., I was in bed until I fell asleep. Assuming he was a faraway husband, drop and go husband, I will still deal with that time part of parenting, even with my stressed day and tiredness. Parenting, being a father, a mother, is not all about paying bills. There are more to it, and people need to know that. But for Judy, give her money, make you dey go Dubai, go stay for 10 months. Now money be her problem, so it's obvious. She will use 4 minutes ranting and repeating herself. Absolutely. So for you to return to work is to publicly post romantic video of themselves. Ah, sis, you're really missing out. You have a lot to share, but you don't want to. Take your time. As a pastor's wife, as a counselor, as a lawyer, you have a lot to share. You really, you have a lot to share, honestly. And I need you to share. I really need you to share. Encourage young folks. Hey, I have somebody today. Be unique. I've missed you, sis. How have you been?
I'm fine. Good
Welcome to
afternoon.
my
Good
live stream.
afternoon here. Thank you.
So, sis, what do you have to say in our discussion today?
Honestly, I'm boiling. Eh? How audacity for me. So that girl can come out and open that her wide mouth.
Oh, did I
Eh?
turn her off? Sorry, I do this all the time. Okay, I can hear you now.
I said her audacity for me. So that girl can come out, open that her wide mouth, to say all these things.
I'm
That
telling
if
you.
he come for you, that she will come for you 1,000 times.
Mhm.
I'm looking at her saying all those things. I feel pain, a lot of pain. I am not me, honestly speaking, but I can imagine what that woman is going through.
Yeah.
Okay, if Judy feels she's a messiah, she was once married. What happened
Hmm.
to her home? Why
Thank
did
you.
she use that her skill? That her skill she feels she has now. Why did she use it to keep her home? Why
Thank
didn't she keep her home? And she divorced, came out, eh? Just to be a messiah in another woman's home.
you.
You see, this marriage of a thing, there is no marriage that is 100%, that is perfect.
Bam.
These are two different people from different home with a different upbringing. They come together to be one, to raise a home. There must be crisis, there must be quarrel, there must be problem. But the thing there is how they come together, communicate, and solve their issue. So
Yeah.
Judy wants to tell me now that she's a messiah that came into Yo's life to solve the problem in his home. Why
Hmm.
she had her own home, she couldn't keep it. She got divorced, came out to destroy another woman's home.
Mm.
Posterity will judge that lady. Oh. For her coming out, I was just seeing, when I look at her face talking, I was just looking at how karma will deal with her. Because karma is real. And karma will really deal with her. You're telling me that you pays bill, he do this, that everything that completes a man, that man does in his home, that you do everything. Okay, you do everything. You came into town Friday. take your kids to school Monday, and that Monday you take another flight back to your second wife. And who is doing all the doings in the house? The homework, taking care of the children, doing the shouting, doing the run around, doing the school errands, and all those things. Who is doing it? You see that girl? You see that girl? All the whole prayers, everybody in the world is praying for that girl. Oh, that is the way Kama will deal with her. Oh, Jesus. Ah, that one paid me. Oh. You see this talk, this girl came out to talk. It paid me reach my bone. I cannot sleep. I was just asking myself, oh, are you me? But honestly speaking, that woman, oh, see, sir, if you never lose speaking, no come out and talk. My
Mm-hmm.
mother lose a child 40 years ago. She still talk about this the same child. I think it's the only child she has. She has 9 of us. But she keeps talking about this child. You don't come out to talk rubbish. You've never lost a child. So don't come out to say anything because you don't know the pain that woman
Exactly.
is going through. It's her
Exactly.
first child. Only ọbụla bụ onye Igbo my ihe diokpara represented what a first son represents. You see
Yeah.
that Judy? You see that Judy? You see that Judy? God will deal with her. I thought she keep calling God's name as if she know. No, everybody can come out and call God and say this and say that. Does not mean that you're born again or you know him. Some people use Christianity to cover their evil. Judy
Yes.
is evil. Judy is evil. And for calling the God's name in vain, that one she will atone for it because it's a big sin. It's a big sin. She will atone for it. You wait for that girl. I don't have anything to say. The only thing I keep saying, God, please console me. Direct her. Tell her what to do. And keep her alive for her
Yes.
to train her children. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to reap the fruit of her labor. That
Yes.
lady will suffer them. No woman deserves to go through this. No woman deserves to go through it. No woman at all. A man you have stayed with when he's zero. When I mean zero, your Ledoche is nothing but zero. And you were with him. You lifted him to hero. Now, hey, I don't talk about if I see all these girls who say I cannot struggle with any man. I'm not
I
a talk
don't blame
anything
them.
about the girl. I don't blame
I
them.
don't blame them.
I don't blame them. I'm
I
not going
don't
blame
blame them.
anybody again. Do what pleases you, what makes you happy. Even if you work out, make you carry while I do that. My dear, you see this one. You see you. I'm not talking about Judy because you opened the door for devil to come in.
Yeah.
I think that thing between that third man between your two legs, that third thing, you
Yeah.
you close it and you stayed in your house. There won't be anything like Judy.
Absolutely.
What
That's
did
where the beginning of the problem. Mhm.
yes, what did Judy? Kuwa me, what did Judy? Kuwa me. What does men really want? Just
I
keep
don't know.
Judy one side and keep me.
I don't know.
That woman, her height is another,
Unique. You
it's
know what
another
I did
level.
there? I brought the two of their pictures and I showed my husband. Okay. I told my husband, please, I need your opinion as a man. Okay. Which of these two ladies will you consider a pretty lady? So, and I made sure I brought their beautiful pictures. My husband said, "Okay, this one, oh, she's good. She looks good. The other one, And I said, "Okay, wait. This one has four children. Then this other one now she has four, right? Because according to stories, Obasi had two. Yul now has two. You say you mean this one has four children already? Guess what my husband did? Oh, you need to start going back to the gym.
Hey, okay.
Now me bring problem for myself. Oh, you mean this one has four children, right? You see, she's taking care of herself. She's beautiful. I was like, I said, okay, she's beautiful. She's the spec, right? Slim, everything, beautiful, good face, everything you can think about. My husband said, that,
Crazy.
okay, fine. That her husband left her for this one. My husband said, no, it's not possible. How can you go from 10 to 0? It's not possible. I said, well, that's the story I've been talking to you. I've been telling you to listen to my videos, but most times you don't. So My husband couldn't believe it. So for you to know, after 4 years, 18 years in marriage, May still looks that beautiful. And remember, their first to 7 years of marriage was struggling. When I mean struggling, like, oh,
Serious struggling,
serious
serious one,
struggling. But she
serious
managed.
struggling. She managed. Now that the same YOLO, now he still carry himself come out to
Mm-hmm.
tell us that this woman was his backbone when
Yeah.
he had nothing. And he specified it, or he said, when I mean nothing, nothing. And this woman stood by you,
Mm-hmm.
build you, build you, everything. Eh? You now have money and you decide to treat her like that. Karma is real. All the real. You know, sometimes when I see people going through things that when you look at it, you know it's not ordinary. You know that it's karma. Karma is dealing with them. Who knows what they did in the past? And the thing is not dealing with them. That's why when I see people going through some kind of things, I know they put my mouth to. And I conclude I'm saying Nakama. Nakama and I visit them. Honestly speaking, that's what I concluded. Nakama and I visit them.
Yeah.
Because when Judy's own will start and when your own will start, I go there here. Nothing go do me. I go there.
You
And
know,
we go be the first person we go come internet, come tell and say the camera don't come. Oh. It don't come.
adio.
It because it's real. It's real. That's what people don't know. It's real.
You see, you know, I said, I think my thumbnail say you can't shame the shameless. This lady, she has no shame. She has no regard for her family, because there's some kind of a thing you do. You first of all think, hey, what will my mother think? You understand about this? But Judy, as far as I'm
No.
concerned,
Since
she
you get what
showed,
you know they understand.
yeah.
You get what you know they understand. You know, say for Igbo land, they say when you want to get married to a woman, go and check that girl's mother.
Mhm.
Any character you see that girl's mother display, that is what you will see in your home. Judy is a replicant of her mother. There's nothing different. You never hear in mama's story. You get one lady we talk about in mama's story. You never hear in mama's story. In
No,
mama just match this man where they marry. So you never hear in mama's story.
no.
In mama also snatch the man he's marrying up to date now.
Are those things confirmed?
It's confirmed. In mama also snatch the man where they marry now.
Wow. Wow.
So who wants shame each other now? The mother is shameless. The daughter is shameless.
Wow.
And Judy is a very selfish human being. What be that English myself? I don't always forget them. She's a narcissist.
Narcissist. Yeah.
Hey, that is what she is. Those
Narcissist.
people, they only think about themselves. Every other person go and die. You know, consign them. They only think about themselves. Very selfish to a core. They only think about themselves. Every other person, they don't care.
Hmm.
They don't care. That is what Judy is. And her likes. That's any peanut butter that comes from Judy. That is how they are.
Hmm. Honestly, you know, when she threatened, you know, that her video she did gra gra. I call it internet gra gra, so people can come and watch her. She felt that what she did with you when the son was newly buried, it was actually less than 3 weeks the child was buried. They came singing "I got you, babe" online, that you'll have to put food on the table. Putting food on the table does, how about the emotions of your kids? If you had gone to continue doing his endorsement by doing his lager endorsement, or all, people will know, yeah, he has to put money on the food on the table. But for him to come online singing as if, yeah, the world was all good for him, you understand, on in front of the millions of people that watch them, you tell me that is a way to mourn? Anyway, she said it herself that people should wait until they lose their first child. So, Judy, maybe until you lose your first child, then you'll be able to understand how it is to mourn. That until then, that's what she was threatening people with. It's very unfortunate how insensitive this lady is. I can't keep saying it. And
Very insensitive. Very
very,
this girl.
very.
Jesus.
I don't even know. In those days, people would do some certain things and be quiet, thinking that, waiting for time to elapse so that they can start coming out. But now, they will say those kind of things and continue to put themselves as though to be relevant. And why is she crying victim? She's not the victim here. She's the reason for the problem. The reason behind the problem is Judy. Why is she coming out to cry as if somebody hurt her? She's the one that hurt Daniela's siblings, hurt even the late Kambili, hurt May. She is the one behind all this calamity. Yul Edochie, if Yul had respected himself, managed his third leg well, we will not be talking about Judy. She came out saying that people are trying to tarnish Yul Edochie's image, ruin his reputation. He brought the ant that is biting him today. Ndị Igbo si na onye kpatalụ nkụ arụrụ si ngwelo bịalia ụnọ akwa. Exactly what is happening to them. They are facing their consequences right now while they leave. And for Judy to think is going to stop because she can now come online and do gragra, she's still wasting her time, because the keyboard warriors are ever ready to give it back to her the way she least expected. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Treasure G's. I told you guys, I know some people will be expecting me to be starting my live stream right now. Treasure G's was texting me, when am I going live? When am I going live? I had to reply her that I'm live right now. She was like, am I serious? Welcome to my live stream, Checkers TV. Welcome, Treasures G's. Yes, I needed to do this on time today because I have a lot of things to do today. And my daughter's birthday is coming up this month. So I'm trying to do one or two things and also have some time for myself. We have graduation also in the community, which I don't know if I'm going for. Anyways, but welcome all of you. Welcome, welcome. V Unique, they are greeting you in the comment section. Please, the link is down. We are talking about Judy Austin being on a roller coaster, crying victim, as though she's the one, she did nothing, why she's the architect of the problem, why she's the one that caused the pain that everybody's going through, including herself. Treasure said Judy suddenly becomes Yul Edochie's spokesperson. Yes, now, V, what I'm seeing here, if you look at Obasi, and look at you, Judy upgraded. Oh, this is serious upgrading. Because when she came out from Obasi, so we said, I will never marry such a man again. I have to get into Nollywood, blah, blah, blah. She got into Nollywood and she started scamming who to go with. Eventually, Yul, that could not control his third leg, happened to be the one. And then she did not tell us how long they dated before she had a child for Yul and Yul ran to pay the bride price. She did not see those things as causing pain to another woman. I don't know if it's another woman that drove her out of her matrimony in the first place. I don't know why she did not advocate for Mr. Obasi the way she's advocating for Yul now. There are so many I don't knows. If she was all that perfect woman, why didn't the first marriage work? Like you rightly asked, why didn't it work?
Why? You know something, that's Judy. In the other time she said she's coming live, that she's coming live to expose everybody, that all of us we dey street, we be street, this and this, that and that. When she came out, she said that she had already divorced Obasi before knowing Yul Edochie. And I asked a question under that comment section. I said, but you knew that Yul was married, because as long as I've known Yul in the movie industry, I knew he was married. He was married before he came into the movie industry. So you as a woman knew that this guy is a married man, I mean. And still, you agreed to date him. In the process, you got pregnant. Yeah? You knew it's a different thing that you don't know who Yul Edochie is, or you just met him and you didn't. He's a public figure. The world know him as far as he's an actor. Everybody know who Yul Edochie is. If you don't know him, you will know him through his father.
Yes.
Everybody knew that he is a married man because he came into the movie as a married man. He no hide them all.
True.
He has
Mm-hmm.
never said that he's a married man. He has made it. He said he got married at the early age.
Yeah.
He said he got married at the early age. So you will not tell me that Judy Austin did not know that Judy Yul is a married man. She knew. You knew he's a married man. Still, you accepted to date him. You got married. Oh, Akwefula, you see all these things, eh? You see girls, that do this, eh? I pray for them. I say one day you will get married. Marriage alone is a stress. Having children alone is a stress. Dealing with children alone is a stress. And dealing with a cheating husband is times the stress you're going through already.
Mm-hmm.
You will get married one day. I pray for you. If you enjoy a day in that marriage, that means God is not on his seat. You will never. You see that there's no tears that one share, that God don't listen to.
Yes.
He's not a man. He's a God by himself.
Absolutely.
He will deal with you. You will go into that marriage, smiling, but you will be there crying. Because the same thing you did to another woman, one small girl, number 10, 10 is waiting for you to go into marriage, and she'll come and do the same thing to you. Yes, she will come and do the same thing to you. There's no sin. God is a merciful God. He forgives our sin. But let me tell you, there's one thing people don't know. Every sin you commit in this life, you will atone for it. That's what they call atonement. Ibrone Catholic, that's what they call atonement. You must atone for that sin. God has forgiven you. But where you will pay the price. You must atone for it. In one way or the other, you will atone for it. She's smiling now. That's her wide mouth is wide with smile.
Yeah.
Then a time will come that her wide mouth will shrink, and there won't be any smile on it.
See, in any way we look at it, what she did is wrong, absolutely wrong. Unfortunately, we have to say the truth, but people don't like truth, and people don't want to hear it. But truth has to be said.
It's people like Judy, her likes, they are the ones supporting her. They are the ones supporting her. People you see that they walk in the same path that Judy walk. They are the ones supporting her.
Okay, V, there is something I said here before you came. She came with a book that she has the name of all the people that are dating married men. I was laughing when I heard her say that because she was literally dating married men, had a baby for the married man. How did she take her name off the book? She's also one of them.
No. She's not counting herself again. No. How can she count herself? She's not married to you. She's not married to that married man. So how can she count herself?
But you know the saying,
She said it took her 6 months to do this investigation. It took you 6 months to do the investigation, to find out women that are married, to find out girls that are following married men. Why you are one of them?
Thank you.
Now,
you were one of them.
Waka with married man, still from the owner, and you have book. You see that girl no get shame. Why did you people even call me? That girl is a conk one. Very selfish to a fault.
She has no shame. I said it on my thumbnail.
No shame.
No shame at all.
No shame at all.
Not even thinkable shame,
She don't get them.
She has no shame at all.
That is sometimes when I sit down, I'll ask myself, what kind of a woman being is this girl? Who raised this gorilla? I drop a comment for her. If I said your parents are disappointments to the world because they raised a gorilla. They raised a shameless human being.
Yes.
They raised a shameless human being. 'Cause 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 So you can come out, open that your wide mouth to say all these things. Okay, for in this world, pray. Girls, if you're not married, pray. Don't marry
Pray.
your enemy.
Ah,
How about in this life, you marry your enemy? If you
amen.
marry your enemy, you know that this life is true.
Amen.
If you
Amen.
marry your enemy, you will know that this life is true. I'm telling you the truth. Pray that you don't marry your enemy.
Mm.
I'm telling you the truth. I keep telling my younger ones that are not married, go on your knees. Because I remember when I said to myself, I am of age and I'm ready for marriage. I went on my knees. Sis, I no relent. I wait on my knees. I keep praying. I told God I want peace. So there's nothing like peace. And that peace will continue forever. That's my prayer. I say, see that
Amen.
peace I want in a marriage, it will continue forever. Because I know say I they do shakara, shakara, shakara. But a time will come, you see that my shakara, 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 I won't have strength for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because after having children, you will see that you will keep being weak day by day. Now,
Day
people,
by day.
yes, my
You're
something
correct
connect
on
your
this
body.
one. See, yesterday,
My
let me tell you
something
why you're
connect
so
for your
correct.
body.
Yesterday in the evening, I have my little girl is such a hyper. She's full of energy. So the moment I'm done working, mommy, you're done. She will jump at me. So for us to start jumping, she said she wants to do ballet for me. She wants to do wheelbarrow scale, do this, do that. She was just flipping up and down. So I managed myself to my room so I can go freshen up. She now came back to my room. Am I done freshening up? I say, you know what? Come and give me a hug. That at my prayer, can you ask God to give me the same energy you have? Honestly, I couldn't keep up because I sat down for a long time, and then as you're growing, as your kids are growing, you're getting tired because there are
Yes,
so many other things dragging your energy,
yes,
not just the children. So many things. Judy's
yes.
audacity. People are even surprised that her friend Sarah was divorced too. Yeah, Sarah was married and she said she had a nasty experience in her marriage. When I started today's live stream, I said that hot.
No, Amara, I don't know if you know Amara TV. Amara said she was never married, that she got pregnant, pack
Oh,
her things to the man's house with her nasty behavior and her stupid behavior. They now have to chase her out of the house. And even the man said that the DNA must be run before he will accept the child. She was never married. Don't mind that. That
oh, Treasure, are you hearing this one
she
now?
was never married. Go to Amarachi TV. You know Amara know her very well now.
Eh,
Ah,
The,
no, that
the
one they
one
take
that,
her
that
very
she
well.
took to the police, the lady now went to the police.
Yes, now Amara know her very well. Amara even know her mother. That lady she's parading that is her mother. Is not her mother. That lady is her mom's younger sister, the elder sister. Is not her mother. Her mother is late. Sarah's mom is late. That lady know her very well. That lady even know her native name. She don't have to go to her Instagram. You see that she has put in there her native name. That girl, that Amara TV used to call her. She was never married. Never
Whoa.
married. Nobody married her. Never married. She got pregnant for the man. The man took her in because of her nasty character and the way she was treating the guy's family. They threw her out like a ebe tufuru, my house. They just threw her out from the house. Don't mind her.
Hmm.
Never married. Onyoshi. It's the
Wow.
same Onyoshi like Judy.
Wow. I'm just, that Amarachi, I can't even catch up with anybody on Facebook, so I'm not following anybody anymore. Are you kidding me? I'm just hearing this one
Never
for the
married.
first time.
Never. Don't mind her. She got pregnant for the man. The man took her in. And her character was, oh, Jesus. The family cannot. They can't deal with it.
I'm
They
trying to
threw her
search
out.
for her her social media handle.
I'm
Are you
gonna
kidding
finish
me?
her now. I'm gonna finish her. I'm gonna even call her late mother's name. I'm gonna told us how her mother died. That her mother is just waka waka olosho like her. I'm gonna finish her now. Oh,
Hey,
I will finish her.
oh my goodness, I'm hearing new things that I've never heard before today. Are you kidding me? I'm going to do my research to see what is going on out there on social media. You see, there are people that have made this their point of duty, made it their responsibility to find more information about these people. And everything started because Yule Edochie was very responsible going after a woman while he was a married man. And the woman on her part was highly irresponsible to date a married man. So both of them produced a child, and now they are now Mr. and Mrs. It's quite unfortunate that another woman is crying and you are rejoicing. That's what it means. Judy, if you were truly a very good wife to Mr. Obasi, you could have by now still be answering Mrs. Obasi. But you're now coming to Yul Edochie's life to act a superhero, to ask them the warrior of Yul Edochie. Yul has posted that video an hour ago on his Instagram saying, "You're not called Ijele Odogwu for nothing. May the heavens reward and bless you, Judy Austin." So you see, when you come into somebody's home, you destroy the home, you displace the people in that family, and then you now come in to be the champion. Just like you rightly said, my co-host, karma is real. Okay,
But know that sometimes
karma,
you see all these things, all this write up, not be you all they drop them all. You see all this write up, sometimes it's not you.
but he sees them.
But he sees them.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. When a man, my husband said that those kind of men that he called them weak men, that they are very weak. If you cannot take charge or take control of your home, my husband always classified those people as weak men. One, my husband would tell you, don't enslave your wife
yeah.
because she's not your slave. She's your
Mhm.
partner. She's your wife. She's your lover. You have to treat her right.
Yes.
But when she's getting out of hand, a man you are, that thing that makes you a man, you control her, you bring her back home. You sit her down, you talk to her. You see, as you all day now, you no get mouth. You all is
Hmm.
inside the bottle, relaxing. Only if you go ezigbo okpo, my head okpo. Even though you're Anambra, you should know what okpo is.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
one here, okpo.
Hmm.
That man is vegetable. Sit down, they look.
But he wasn't
He
like
said,
that with me. He
he
was in
wasn't like that
charge.
with me. Yes, he wasn't like that with me. But with this one now, I think on Ubua now. You has no, guys, you are Mara, his left, he doesn't know his left and his right.
Hmm.
You are now, as it is now, he's not moving forward, he's not moving backward. You is stagnant in a place. Or when he doesn't have any place to go to. Okay, if I should go out of Judy's hand now, where am I going to? My wife might not accept me back because a lot of damages. There's a lot of damages. So where is he going to?
Hmm.
Onyambobo, he just sits in a place and watch that lady do nonsense.
Ah.
That life that Judy came, idiot was sitting down there. Because when you watch her
Yes.
facial expression, you will
He
know
was
that
the one managing the internet that
Diego,
day.
not Odogu, all Diego is sitting down there. You see? You see what I'm telling you? This guy not get mouth again. Sis, you see
Ah.
that guy? He not get mouth again. Also go from Odogu, he's now all Diego. He's no more Odogu again. He's all Diego.
Hmm.
Ishimbiri Pofwebe. Which Ishimbiri? He's not Ishimbiri. He's all Dumbiri and he's all Diego. Because you cannot tell me that if it's men, okay, for a well-trained woman, is a well-trained woman. There is
Yes.
something that she will want to do. She will remember one, her own family,
Yes.
two, her husband's family, three, herself, as in what she represents in the society. Fourth, what people will say.
Hmm.
Fifth, how will people look at her? Now, say that a trained woman, oh. Now, so, to know a well-trained woman, he said that this man, she doesn't want to come out to make noise. It's not as if she don't know what to say or she don't have
Yes,
anything to say. But azụlụ ya azụ nne. Onye azụlụ azụ na onye na-azụ ha azụ is two different people. I can
absolutely.
give that to you. Judy Austin, her parents is a disappointment to the world because they failed totally as parents. Men
Mm,
cannot come out to rant the way that lady is ranting. No,
mm.
she's well trained, well trained. Okay, when all this thing started, the first time her husband posted that she got a woman pregnant and this and this, that and that, what did she say? She said, God will judge you people. That is all her statement. This woman has never come out to insult me because, let me tell you the truth. Oh, if it's me, eh, heaven will fall, earth will cover.
I know, I
You
know.
understand me? But
Yeah,
this woman taught me a lot. Hey, if we women are to outside to everyone as the way we are as women, if you didn't learn anything from men, that means that you can never learn anything in your life. I learned a lot from that woman. Everything is not woo, 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 woo. No, there's a way to handle things.
mm.
There is a way to do things. All this while that this thing has been happening. Have you ever seen this woman come out on social media to rant? But rather, she's doing her thing, bagging and those men.
Absolutely.
Those
Co-host, just like we said, I said she's crying victim while she's the problem. And then the person that's supposed to be crying victim is quiet, doing her own thing. I in my one of my short videos I made illustration about esu, that thing that looks like millipede. When you step on it without slippers in the village, your body will be doing and then that's exactly what is happening here. Judy is the one that brought the calamity into this family. Now she came out to talk as if she's the victim. The victims we have here, you see Daniela Edochie, Yul Edochie's children, they are the primary victims. And then May will now be another victim. Judy is not seeing them as victims. She's seeing, why are they talking about me? What did we do? What has Yul done? What exactly, which one is your business? What did he do? Yul did something terrible to his wife. Number one, he took an oath to love and to behold, to cherish and to whatever, till death do you part. He betrayed that oath, first of all, by dating Judy. Secondly, getting her pregnant. And thirdly, marrying her. So he actually committed all the three things into the at once. That is number one thing you did. And then for Judy, that left her own marriage, like she claimed, fully divorced, then went into Nollywood, targeted you because she can't tell me that Yul was the first man that made advances to her when she left her husband's home. It wasn't you. Her girlfriend is saying that they fell in love. Love happened to them. Her girlfriend sells Kaya Mata, the charm they used to attract men, to hook men. Did she do enhancement for Judy to attract you, to hook you? Those we cannot explain. But tell me who your friend is, and I will tell you who you are. If you're friends with somebody who sells Kaya Mata charms, that once you use this one, the man goes nowhere. Once you use this one on somebody's husband, the man goes nowhere. Then I can understand that maybe that was the way this girl got into you. Some people are saying that they've put you in a bottle, blah blah blah. I don't want to believe any of those things. Not that I'm saying they don't happen. They could happen. But the thing is this: Judy caused this problem. Let her recognize that fact, that she is the architect of the problem. She is the reason behind the trolls she's getting online. She's only reaping the consequences of her very own action. And until she realizes that she is the main problem here, not what people are saying, and they did not even keep quiet after what they did. they kept on taunting me. They kept on making me feel, emotionally down. The one that once you see those things on Instagram, or people will even send the links to you, see what your husband is doing with this mistress of his. May will go into her quiet place and start crying. May we never be that to another woman, a source of pain to another woman, a source of agony to her. May we never be that. May that not be associated with our own names. Okay, she did not see anything wrong in what they did. After all, the only thing they can say is that you married a second wife. Before the second wife came, you have been dating this man, as they claim, and the friend Sarah said they've known each other for many years. So based on that, they've been together for many years, breaking marriage vow between him and May Edochie. That alone is heartbreaking for every wife. But as far as Judy is concerned, we did nothing. All right, let me read few comments. Treasure just said Judy messed up that man, dragged him, his family reputation, dignity to the mud. You can say that again, absolutely. B, sometimes some parents do their best in home training, but the children chooses the path, especially due to peer pressure. V, what do you have to say about this? A parents doing their part to raise them, peer pressure. I don't understand peer pressure when it comes to this use action. Is he in competition with his fellow married men on who to get the chick and who not to get the chick? It is selfish, right?
You
Instead
know,
of
one
saying
thing,
peer pressure. Eh? What do you think?
um, this thing they used to say in Igbo land that na ofunde muru mana agwa dị n'iche n'iche.
Mhm.
Born by the same parents, but their character is different. You
Yeah.
remember one time that Pet Edochie was saying that Yul was among his children, that Yul is the most stubborn.
Mhm.
Not that the man didn't do a proper work. He did. But just that he's stubborn. With a born that kind picking. Very
Yeah.
stubborn. If you say A, the picking go say B. That is just his nature. That is how he came into this life. You understand me?
And I think
So
he took after his father. His father looks like a very stubborn man too.
yes, the father looks like a very stubborn. That's what I'm coming. That's what I want to say. The father looks like a very stubborn man. But what happened is that is in his own father's side, Pet Odochie, Pet has control over himself. He doesn't allow the things around him to control him. He has control over himself. But in the case of Yul Edochie, he's very stubborn. But the things around him, he allowed them to control him. He doesn't have control of the things around him. That is just the problem he has. And Yul Edochie is this woman type. He like woman. He like woman. Yul Edochie is a humanizer. I don't know if you remember a lady. I don't know why you're not on Facebook. A lady, one lady. I'm trying to remember her page name. He was saying something about you that the late Chinedu, that tall, black, beautiful girl that died. I don't know if you remember her. I don't know if you remember the lady, a very young girl that killed herself. She was not saying that she killed herself because of Yul Edochie. That yes, that she was dating Yul before Judy came into the picture. And she knew that Judy was in the picture, but she was still going with Yul. So when Judy now took in, now, Judy decided to take full responsibility of Judy's pregnancy and all that. And there was no attention coming from Judy to her, from Yul to her. So the relationship was not how it is.
But wait, you
Again.
said the girl bite herself.
She found herself. There is the same rumor why and today is over how many years? My dad is this year is 7 years. I lost my dad. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
7 years
may
now.
so rest in peace.
It's 7 years now. Because during that period, I lost my dad. It was during that period. My son is 7 years, so it's 7 years now.
So
It's 7 years now.
they've been together for that long.
Yes,
Hey, wow.
it's 7 years now. My dad is 7 years. Yes, 7 years now.
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
7 years now. And the that you now person will like woman well. He like woman well. That was what they said the girl she killed herself, this happened, that happened. That girl came out. Hmm? I watched the video. She said everything that Judy Austin and Yul is the cause of this Chinedu. Her very tall. She's also an actress now. Very tall, fine girl. The girl fine her black. At the envy her black. She fine well. Now fine girl
Mhm.
just tie herself like that because of Yul Edochie. Because of man where don't marry. Girls, what do you want? Because of men where don't marry. Not be today Judy start, oh. Not be today. The girl was saying immediately Judy came into your life that every other lady that is in your life, now so she dey fight, now so she can go at any length, now so she dey fight. You dey fight for
Hey.
person husband though, sit in a person husband. Person as if there's no young man outside, no young men again. Young men are wola, now person husband. Chineke nna ga-akpọ Judy ọkụ. Chineke nna ga-akpọ the last of Judy ọkụ. Ha niile Chineke ga-akpọ ha ọkụ.
Wow. Wow. Hmm. I'm learning a lot of things happening on social media. I'm on Facebook, oh, but I don't follow a lot of pages on Facebook because I really don't
I
have
dey
the time.
follow me na Facebook you go see tori, you go see gist. You will see tori and gist there.
Wow. Wow. Guys, I want to especially thank all of you for joining me today. Treasure G's, Checkers TV, Beauty by NJ, all of you, Chisom, Mommy of Triplets, all of you that came today, and everybody watching me from behind. If you haven't liked this live stream, do me well by liking the live stream, share this video, and also leave us your comments in the comment section. Contribute to the conversation, and God bless you guys real good. For those watching from YouTube, my channel membership is up. That is the way you support what we do here. Click on the channel membership, join my membership, and support my channel. And for those on Facebook, thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and also remember that my star buttons are up as well on Facebook. I do appreciate all of you. Rose Hujo, all of you that joined me today for the conversation in the comment section and every contribution you guys made here today. Priska and Jume and my beautiful host, co-host, I really appreciate your insight into this conversation. And you really spoke from the heart. And thank God you're a woman, you're a mother, you're a wife. So anybody listening to you will understand how passionate you are about family and all of that. You don't need anybody to ask again. It shows from when you talk and from what you hold dear in relationship and marriage. My question is this, host, is there any reason why you think Judy is coming to cry as though she's the victim? Is there anything triggering it, or is it just because of money? V, are you still here? Okay.
I'm here. You said
Could there be any reason why Judy is now crying victim? Or does she just want to change the narrative so that attention will no longer be on her? Or is it because they want to make money on Facebook because they are not making money on their movies anymore? No endorsement. We've not seen you
one,
any endorsement.
who will endorse Judy? That's if you have a company now, you want to endorse somebody, will you endorse Judy? Somebody that the world hates, as in this one, the world hates her. Who will endorse her? Who will give her endorsement? Any endorsement you give her, that means you don't want your business to move now. You don't want to sell your products. We have people that when you give the endorsement, you will sell your products. People like me, Yul Edochie, you go to endorsement. That your before a day, you sell more than 50, 20 million. Eh? You cannot endorse somebody that the world hates. A husband snatcher, you cannot endorse that kind of person. because with the things what she did, and she's proud of it. Our narcissism, not even that way, but that is that woman, eh? Oh my God! If you have a company, sis, will you endorse Judy? Do
Hmm.
you know since this thing started happening, any movie I see Judy there, or I see Yul Edochie, I can never click on that movie to watch it. Are they crazy?
Wow.
Are they
And you
crazy?
see, maybe they realized they weren't making money from the movie. They now decide to make money on
To
Facebook.
do Facebook content. Another thing is that, you see that house. You see that house. You remember one time that someone came out. Who is that person? One of the actress came out to say that there was a time they visited Yul Edochie in that is mansion in Ajayi, and Judy was among the people that visited him. This
What?
woman gave you something to eat from her house. After the day this lady visited that mansion, go with the that mansion, Anya. You know, in that mansion, there's nothing that is there. That mansion is very beautiful. You have tennis courts, you have everything you want. As in the mansion, it's too fine. Now, from that day, this lady begin to find a way she can enter into your life so that she can have that mansion to herself. She can be the madam of that mansion. They are looking for money. Oh. You see this Facebook content they are doing. They are looking for money so that they can be able to start the one they finish the one they started in Enugu. That is what they are looking for. That girl is a thief. You see, Juju, she's a thief. She wants to thief what is not her own, and she cannot thief it. On your shikobo. You don't know when they started the house. You don't know when they started building it. You don't know who owns the money. Everything, how everything happened. You don't know. So you want to come and reap where you did not sow. So you want to come and live in a mansion that you did not suffer for. You put a block for one day. You put aja. As I'm doing my own now, another person will come and see. Anyone will fire your nyash. She will fire you very well. You cannot
Hmm.
cross it.
Honestly, you know, V, I was telling somebody that
Please,
there
I'm
was
not
a
a laugh. Oh.
woman,
I'm not serious. Oh.
a
If I
woman
say
went
please,
and
I'm
built.
not a laugh. I'm not serious. Oh. Fire with.
See, V, a woman went to her husband's village and built a mansion. Then, 15 years down the line, they couldn't have a child or something. The man now went and threatened and married another woman, kind of. So the lady got angry and then said he wants to come and sell the property. Ụmụnna said, "Nne, ejekwala ndị be unu ase." Before ejekwala ndị be unu ase. They don't sell a house in the village. You understand? You people can sell the ones in the city if you have any. So I now had a conversation with a friend of mine. I said, please, oh, all these one they are doing investment with husband and wife who put money together and do investment. We should better start, specifying how much anybody contributes, because you never can tell what will happen. So the thing is this: Judy was fully aware that Yul Edochie was married. Her actions were intentional. She can't tell me she fell in love. She's not a 15 years or 16 years old that is falling in love for the first time. She was in love with Mr. Obasi, and then what happened? Now she fell in love again, with a married man. She could have gone to, fall in love with a single man or a widower or something like that. She is the problem here, and let her address the fact that, okay, I realize that me coming into Yul Edochie's life brought a lot of calamities, but it is what it is, guys. We have to find a way to move on. I am his second wife, and I'm here to cohabit with the first wife if she's willing to welcome me. But the fact is that while she's still thinking about it, my own life will not be stalled. I need to continue to move on. I need to continue to do what I have to do. If she had come with that kind of approach, yes, I know you guys will be asking why I married somebody's husband, but things happen, and that is it. But she came with bash, boast, as if they are the ones that hurt me. May you hurt me. Online in-laws, you guys, all of you are the one looking for my trouble. I was on my own. Oh, they just brought me into this family, and now you guys are coming after me. No, let's learn how to take responsibility. Judy, you're a mother, you're teaching your children one or two things. When they do something wrong, they should learn to say, I'm sorry. When they mess up the playroom, they should pick the toys. They should be able to do something and take rest. Oh, I messed it up. If they pour water on the floor, they should be able to acknowledge, yeah, mommy, I was the one that spilled the water. I'm sorry. Let me clean it up. Take responsibility. That is what it's all about. Let Judy learn to take that responsibility for her action. Accept what you have done. It cannot be changed. You're now his wife. We understand. But accepting, yeah, maybe the way you came into that marriage is wrong, understandable. But not you coming to cry as though everybody is facing you because of what? Because I simply married you. No. Before you guys got into the stage of marrying, you've been there with this guy, screwing him up and down, forgetting you're making another woman wet her pillows at night. That is a very bad one. Let me read what Treasure holds. That your speech is for those that have conscience, not for Judy. Ah, okay. Treasure don't finish me. I still believe there is good in everybody. Even this Judy Austin, there still be some good in her. But let her unlock the good and throw the bad side away, because it's not gonna yield her anything. 10 years to come, her son will be 11. 11, another 15 years to come, the son will be 16. Before 10 years, they've already have access to the internet. They have their phones and all of that. They will start seeing their mother's picture and all the name calling. People should start taking responsibilities for their actions so that they can address the problem, not try to cover it up. You can't cover it up, especially when it's already on the internet. Yule Doche was Judy's dream come true. Let's remember Mr. Bass's side of the story too. Why did she leave him? Yeah, I've talked about it, why she left Mr. Bassey. And V talked about it here. V said, if Judy was all that good, why the marriage with Mr. Bassey? Why didn't he work? Why didn't he work? And I'll ask a question. Could it be that another woman drove Judy out of her matrimonial home from Mr. Bassey? So she's doing the same thing to me. Could it be? What is the problem here?
Sis, nobody drove her out of her home. Mm-mm. She said that she has divorced Tobacco before having anything to do with Yul Edochie. And it's a very big lie. She's just covering up because Obasi was training her in school. They are married already, but he was training her in school because before she said, remember what Obasi said last time in that recording, and a lady came out to say that what Obasi said is true. He was training this Unushamo in school. She came back one day that she wants to join Nollywood. Also, actress. She wants to become an actress. An actor, I'll be waiting. The man accepted the fact that she wants to, she wants to do something for herself and becoming an actor. And somebody that loved you, that person can do anything for you. That is, love means, putting first the person you love before yourself, the need of that person before yourself. That is what love is. Love is sacrifice. So the man now said, okay, if it's what you want to do, fine, I will support you. O2 Abba Nollywood. Gazieda place where Losho. Yes, that was the beginning of the problem, according to the lady. I'm trying to remember that lady's page on Facebook. She went into Nollywood and become Olosho. Even Majid Michael came out to say he has a thing with this girl. That this girl is a daughter of Jezebel. That this girl dealt with him to an extent that he flew down to Ghana to go and divorce his loving wife. He started treating his wife as if his wife is an outcast.
Wait, who said that?
Majid Michael. Oh, sis, you're not there for this word. You get another word.
Who?
Oh, you did another word. You know no story. Majid Michael came out to tell us that you see to do Austin. That you see this thing that is happening to you, Edochie, that was the same thing that almost would have happened to him. If not that, The wife was using prayer. Oh, one even pray. Oh. Ah, I will pray. If I did not pray, Satan will make mess of me. Pray. Oh. Pray for your husband, because daughters of Jezebel everywhere. The wife was the one that saved him. That it would have been him, not you, Oledochi. Ah, you never see that part? Sister, go on Facebook now. I will check the girl's page and send it to you. So many of them, they carry the gist now. When Magic Michael came to tell us, go to Magic Michael's page. Go there. If he has not bring that the video, go there.
Wow. Wow. Hey, there's nothing I won't hear today. Wow. Hmm. Hey.
George's lover, imagine this lover, you see that case, this lover kind of for head like Ghana. This lover say, me, I go frustrate this idiot thing. He talk am, he say, I never come with my frustration, no. I will frustrate you till you die.
Wow. Is well. The only thing I will say here for everybody that have listened to us today is it's been 2 hours, 15 minutes. We've been on. You guys have been amazing. God bless you guys real good for spending your time with me. And what I will say here, if you're a young lady about to marry or thinking about getting married tomorrow, please remember there was a video I watched yesterday and I'm trying to dissect that video. That's why I didn't mention most about it. The pastor was saying, don't marry the looks first. Make sure you connect with the person's spirit to be able to see if it will work for you guys. Because tomorrow, everything, the look we are looking at might fade tomorrow. But what remains steady is the
See,
spirit
that
of the
pastor did not
person.
say it well.
And I saw
Listen,
reasons with
that
what
pastor didn't say it well. Oh. That pastor would have said
I
it.
saw reasons with what the pastor tried to say. So this is what my advice I'm going to say. If you want to marry, marriage is a beautiful thing. Don't be discouraged with what is happening, but make sure you don't listen to the likes of Blessing CEO. Don't listen to the likes of Judy.
Bang.
Don't toe that line. It's not a good line. And
Another thing, sis, another thing, if you know that you have ever made your fellow woman to cry, remember, if you marry your own, another small girl is somewhere doing 10 will come and make you to cry. If you make that woman to cry 10 times, the little girl is coming to make
we
you
can't
cry
hear you
10
again, oh
times.
host.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
I said another thing is women or young girls. If you have ever dated a married man and make another woman as a woman supporting women, you see that thing is not working. Rather, fear women, fear who not fear women. So if you have ever made your fellow woman to cry, to shed tears, when you will marry your own, just remember, those things you did to your fellow woman is coming back times 10.
But if that's the case, let me now ask: who did May make to shed tears? Who? May and you? They started very early. I think May was
They
about.
started very early.
Uh-huh.
May was just unfortunate. That is her own. She's unfortunate. Yes, so she's unfortunate. You see, uncle came. Oh, go and greet uncle. Go and greet uncle. Go. Troublemaker, go. May is unfortunate. That one is her own. She's unfortunate. So seriously, she like unfortunate like me. I reject it in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
She's just
Honestly.
unfortunate, honestly speaking. But just have it in mind that there's so many young men you can start up with. There's a video I made. I said there's so many young men that you can start up with. There's so many young men that you can build a home with. Why going for a married man?
Yeah.
Why going for a man that already has wife and kids? Why depriving your fellow woman joy and happiness? and you feel that you're doing it out of youthful exuberance, or what did you people call it? No,
Mhm.
you know what you're doing, and you know that this man is a married man. Why going for her? Why going for him? There's so
Yeah,
many young men out there that are doing good that you can engage in. Eh? There's so many men. Why going for a married man? Girls of nowadays will tell you that they don't need a young man. That say they don't get money, they cannot take care of you, they cannot handle you, they cannot do this, they cannot do that. For Blessing CEO. You see Blessing CEO. For that girl, Divu Kamonke, Gorilla. God will punish her. Come on with deal with her. You see Sarah Martins, all of them encouraging young girls to go after
yeah.
married men.
To go and snatch people's
I'm
husband.
telling you. But one thing you should know, one thing you should know is only a man that made himself available to be snatched is a man that will snatch. We have family oriented men that they cannot do without their family. We
Hmm.
have good men. Forget, we still have good men out there. We still have. I made a post. One lady made a post and I commented on it. This lover said, don't go there. When the lady said it was only Obi Kubana that is the
Yeah.
is the faithful man.
I
This lover
saw
said,
that. I said they are looking for a way to bring Obi Kubana's leg out.
no, no, this lover said, no, go there. Don't go break that table. Where would they try to manage? But the same time, what I have to say in that case is that even if Obi Kubana they do anything, but he respects his wife.
His wife.
He
Wham.
respects his
Wham.
family.
He
That
respects his
man is a
wife.
family-oriented man. If they respect his wife, they respect his
Mhm.
family. And he will never allow that his loving wife that started with him from Bacha to mansion to suffer. Now, what is that they call real men?
Yeah,
Anything you're doing,
Isiat is saying something. We are not only blaming the women, because if you're just coming, and maybe that's why you just met us here. I've talked about it that you it was out of irresponsibility that brought this whole thing. Because if you had been a responsible married man, he wouldn't have mingled with Judy in the first place. So they should take responsibility for their actions. We've talked about it. And we talked about even Judy herself. When a married man approached you, you have every right for your dignity's sake. Tell the married man, I'm sorry, you have a family. I don't date married men. Simple and nice, period. But no, Judy is also very irresponsible. Anybody going after married men are irresponsible people. That's the way I will put it. Because if you're responsible, you would have understood it perfectly. Oh, this guy is married, though. Let me not deal. Do you understand? Let me mind my business. No matter the pressure, let me try and mind my business. But both of them are at it. We've talked about all of those. We've been here for over 2 hours. So maybe you're just meeting us at this point. So we are not blaming only the girls. No, we are blaming both the man and the woman in this scenario. Yeah, Cheke is saying that Yule is even the main problem. Yule and Judy are the problem, okay? Yule is a problem in the sense that I don't know who chased each other. These days, men don't chase women anymore. Women come for women, for men. They will ask you out, they will do all of those, throw themselves at you and all of that. So I don't know who came after the other, but both of them made a mistake from the very beginning of this whole thing. And that is the point that Judy is failing to understand. People are calling you out, calling your name, dragging you because you knew this guy was married and you still went ahead to date him. You could have told him, I'm sorry, I don't do married men. I just came out from a marriage. I don't want to have any wahala with somebody who will be saying, my wife, my wife, my wife. But Judy did not do any of those. She went all in for a man that has a family. And that is where the issue is. Um, Issa said the responsibility is with who is married, period. Who is married? I don't understand. Okay, the responsibility is just with you, Ledoche. And no, I disagree. I disagree because we are our choices. We decide what we want to do in our life. It's just like the way I am now. Somebody will come after me. See, let me give you, people think it's only a single people that men come after. Somebody, did a DM to this particular page of mine. I have a personal page on Facebook, which most people don't know. So somebody came to this official page to DM me with all those kind of things men say. I went to look at this person. I said, okay, maybe this person is just knowing me from this page, because if you go to my personal page, if you're coming from my personal page, you will not come and write nonsense on my personal page, because I made it categorically clear who I am and all of that. So I told this person when he said something, I said, you just sounded like my daughters, because those are the kind of compliments my daughters will give me. And then the next thing he said, okay, I like you. I said, I'm sorry, I'm happily married with two children. I'm not looking for, so if you're single, you look for single person. I'm not a single woman by every form, any standard. The same way I was able to say that is the same way I have said to multiple people when I was single and I had married people come after me. When I was single, I said, I'm sorry, you're married. The instance that happened to me when I wrote JAM, I was about getting into the university. So I picked a job in our area there. And I was working in a studio where they rent movies and all of that. Somebody came in one day, he came in again, came in to pick videos. After a while, he started asking me out. What am I? He said, with what am I doing? I said, well, I just finished writing JAMB. I'm waiting for the result, blah, blah, blah. I want to be going into the university by September or by August. He said, okay, that's a good plan. I like the fact that you're thinking of. I was barely maybe 17, 18 or thereabout. So this guy came trying to ask me out. I said, wait a minute. Your form said Mr. and Mrs. That was the little my little mind could tell me at the time. From the register, your card says Mr. and Mrs., which means you are a married person. Why not go to your wife and love your wife? That's where that love should go to, not to me. You have the right to tell somebody making advances at you that you're not interested because he has a home. So there is no excuse whatsoever on that. V, please, can you continue? I need to take this call.
You know something? As a human being, you have your life to live. One. And secondly, you have a right to say no to somebody. When you approach Judy, have you seen that Judy said no to him? All these things wouldn't have been coming out because Judy came into Yul Edochie came into Nollywood as a married man. So I do not see the reason why Judy cannot come out to tell us that I didn't know that he was a married man. No, because he was already married before coming into Nollywood. Another thing these days is that you see, young girls of these days, they don't care if you're married or you're single. My husband told me that he was coming out of his hotel gate, and when he came out, he was just standing at the gate. That not as if he's going out. That he just stand there. He was just looking around. That day he was so it was boring for him that he just want to come out and look around. That he's not going out. He just stand at the front of the hotel gate and he was just looking out. That the lady walk up to him and tell him that, guy, you're looking so nice. I like you. My husband said, thank you. He said, what is your name? My husband told him his name. He said, I like you. Can we be friends? My husband said, well, we can be friends, but I'm married. Do you know what the guy said to my husband? It does not matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're married. I like you. You're handsome. I like you. You're this, you're that. You are my spec. Yeah. Sis, like I saw problem where they my house. My second boy, they fighting in sister.
Sorry, guys, I thought I was audible. Honestly, people these days, if they tell you what they go through, you will not believe it. Honestly, you will not believe it. It's not only men that go after women these days. Women, they've taken the courage, the bulls by the horn, going after what they like. Unfortunately, they're liking the wrong things because
You're making the wrong thing. My husband said I am married. He said, no, it doesn't matter. Oh. It doesn't matter. Your wife don't need to know. It doesn't matter. Nah. My husband said this year. I don't see who fair person. The man tell us, okay, I they come. I they come. Now you run. Oh. I said, why are you running? You see, girl, where pursue you come, you they run. That's it for fear. This beautiful family I have and this peace I have. Yeah, my wife, they said you can't join the girl. You want to scatter my life.
wait till they fear the man. The man see beautiful
I don't know
girl.
what you they fear. I tell I say, see fine girl, where find you from? My husband say it will not work for you, I beg. That's that is one of the things before his father died told him. You see, one thing that kills a man is woman, and one
Yeah,
thing one thing that brings a man is a woman. Be careful. You see that talk? When I met him, that was the first thing my husband told me. My husband told him that my husband said, my father told me that one thing that elevates a man is a woman, and one thing that brings a man down is a
is a
woman.
woman. Yeah,
Be careful. My
yeah.
husband run though. I said, oh God, you know fear run. Ah, you dey fear. You don't form my hand. He said, beg. You and that girl, when I carry on our they go.
See, and V, see what Evelyn wrote for us here. Evelyn said, um, in fact, the responsibilities with me and you, what were they doing in their marriage? See, Evelyn, I'm gonna respond to your to your comment. When it comes to marriage, I want to believe you're married also because you've always come to my live stream. Your name is a very popular one in my live stream. When it comes to marriage, the two people involved, if they want to live in honesty, they can actually attain that peace, joy, and happiness, being transparent with each other, understanding each other, saying that they are sorry when they offend each other. Because you can't tell me you live with somebody one day, you not say something that will make the person, mad. As far as you guys are two individuals, there is no way you don't have one or two things in your marriage or even in a relationship. But making up and moving on is what makes marriage. Understanding, communication. Judy and May and Yul were into this marriage. Yul had a casting crew in the East. I think they started in the East and then moved to Lagos at some point. I want to believe they moved to Lagos because Pete Edochie was never lived in Lagos. Pete Edochie was an Enugu man. So at some point they moved to Lagos, and then Yul was still casting. So while Yul was casting, May
No,
was
since you are right. Because May said it. There's one this thing that May was in. May said she be 042 babe.
that
Say
she
na
did.
from 042. She be 042 babe.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
She be 042 babe.
For you
Na
to
from
come and ask
042
this
she
question,
moved to Lagos.
yeah, in fact, the responsibilities with me and you can't tell me if Yul is going anywhere that May is not supposed to go there with him. Yul May should tie herself under Yul's waist to know what Yul is doing outside. The onus in being responsible in the marriage lies on both parties. A man to be responsible when you get out there, a woman to be responsible when you get out there. And then when you guys come back, maybe in the evening or after the event or whatever, how was your day? Fine. How was your day? You talk about it. If there is anything that you need to address, you address, and family moves on. But for you to say that the responsibility is not May's responsibility that her husband became a cheating man, is not her duty. Her duty is like to make sure she showered love to her husband, encourage her husband, be there for her, respect, love the man, right? Then the man, like, even if we go biblical, the man is supposed to love the woman, right? But I'm not even going that way. So if you decide to go outside and misbehave by not putting his third leg in check, that onus lies completely on him. If your wife is not giving you right in the bedroom, you have other means to work on it to make you work. If you feel your wife, okay, there is something that your wife is no longer making you to is no longer spicy for you, you try to find a way to spice up your relationship. There are experts in this game. They studied it, they did research, they are professionals. They can help you to navigate those waters. But for you to say that it's not only me and you, Judy has 110 responsibilities in this case. She wasn't forced into this relationship. She is a full-grown woman, not even a girl, because she was already married with children when all of this were happening. A full-grown woman that came out from a marriage. She has responsibility to know that, oh, Oga, I like you, I really admire you, you're a fine man, this, but I don't want to deal because you are a married man. It's not for me to force Judy that or to force you. Remember when a cheating man will not come and tell his wife boldly, I have girlfriends outside. What a youth interview that was about 9 years old, that my wife is everything, that at some point my wife did not understand what my career was, but she later understood that if people are even that she handles his phones. You understand that they will be calling the wife as well. There was an interview, an old interview of you, is also on YouTube. That was about, it should be 9 years old. At some point, Uju Talk Show shared it on her community. So we can't take Judy out of this. She and you, this one lies both on them. Whether May and Yul were having scoy in their marriage, whose marriage doesn't have one or two scoy? That's not the reason
Every
why
marriage
third
gets
party,
for you.
yeah, it's not
Every
the reason
marriage gets
why
for you.
another person should bring an asunder into that. So Judy has 110 responsibility to take here. She should take responsibility for the part she played. If she had dated you for 6 years, that on its own is a no-no. Okay, I hope you're still here to understand what I'm talking about, Evelyn. And you're saying we are running with everything Gist Lover is saying, because Treasure is replying her. It's not everything Gist Lover. We are talking about what Judy is doing right now. My title says she's on a roller coaster. She's been back to back, saying all manner of things at the same time, not saying anything. Because the thing she could have been addressing was how she met you, what led to what, and how she dated you maybe for years, how she had a baby for you before you paid her bride price. Those are the things that people want to know since she wants to talk. It's not that we are mandating her to say it, but since she wants to talk, she should start from those. She shouldn't come and be rambling around as if she doesn't know what to say to waste people's time so that she can be cashing out. If she want to talk, let her talk the real talk. That's the thing. It's not what Gist Lover saying. Or, How about the ones Gist Lover is not saying? How about those ones? She coming to say we don't know. We are telling you how to mourn. Because Judy is not the one that put her son 6 feet down below. That's why she can say that. Because if she's the one that put her son 6 feet down, she will understand what the agony it is or what a pain it could be to lose a child. I hope I answered your questions anyway. I really hope you understand what I'm talking about. That really is ridiculous. Hey, Treasure, Trending G's, thank you for joining me today. I know you guys were surprised when I've been here for over 2 hours. There is something somebody wrote here I want to read. I still conclude the blame is with the husband. If there is no damage, there will be no side chick. If there is no demand, I want to believe that's what, yeah, demand, there will be no side chick. Wives need to stop blaming the side chick and face what is wrong with their husbands and marriages. You can only say wife should start blaming the side. If I know my husband is cheating, yeah, then I will tackle it head on. There are some people that they will be all of that outside. The moment they step into their home, their wife knows nothing about their cheating behavior. There are men that are good with that. Okay? There are men. So in that case, how would the woman know? If not that,
Since the person that dropped that message, at least this Yul and Judy and main stuff is all up to a year now. I think almost a year or more than, because it was April last year, and April this year is making it a year plus. When Moji's lover attacked Yul Edochie, telling him that I am going to tell your wife what happened, he came online to be the one to tell us the news
yeah.
that the child that Judy had is for him, and then he'll be getting married to him. What was May respond? Yeah, we knew that men didn't know anything about this. This man has been cheating all this while to an extent that he got a lady pregnant, and the wife never knew anything about it. He works in the east while the wife is in Lagos with the children. He comes back weekend, he goes back.
But
But the
co-host, I find that part, very difficult to believe that May did not have an idea that Judy was pregnant for a whole 9 months. Why do I say that? Anita Joseph is friends with May. Anita Joseph is very familiar with the people in Enugu. She has friends there. There is no way they will not see Judy. There is no way nobody saw her throughout 9 months. There is no way the gist is not all out there. I believe somebody must have told
no,
me.
no.
Be-
See, they know. All of them from A to Z.
They know,
All of
right?
them from A to Z. They knew.
Okay.
Did you hear what Uche Obodo said? Uche Obodo said that each and every one of them knew about this relationship. And when a baby came into the picture, but none of them gathered the morale to go to men. Even Drama Dog, Destiny Tico, all of them from A to Z, they knew about this. Nobody walked up to men to say, see what's in the happen.
Wow.
None of them opened their mouths to say it. Uchobodo said it now. When they were dragging Uchobodo, why would she make the statement she made? Uchobodo said that any of them, any of the actors that came out and said that they didn't know about this relationship, that person will die. Because
Wow.
each and every one of them, they knows about it. Nobody walk up to this lady to say, even Drama Door, that is so close to me, none of them came to her and said, see what thing they happen. Because me as a person, me, my own personal, if I see that kind of a thing, since if I close this my mouth, make I know what happen. Even if I didn't go direct, I don't talk, even if I didn't go direct to tell you, I must look for a way to tell you that thing. I must.
Okay, see what Trending G said, they couldn't tell her because they were also doing the same thing.
Okay.
So
okay, maybe that is it.
It could be. It could be.
Hey,
That's
it
why
could
they
be.
couldn't call out another
It
because
could be.
they're in the same
Hey,
game.
that is it. They were doing the same thing. That was why they couldn't walk up to the lady to tell her, see, oh, your house is born, oh, your house they born, because they were doing the same thing. So the lady, nobody should blame May. May is on her own, and I so much thank God that lady not carry any infection, you not carry any disease, you not carry any STD. She's not nothing at all. I'm so happy for her, because I listened to a lady saying that, Anna, say, don't check your husband's phone. Don't touch his private to this, his private to this. The lady wasn't checking her husband's phone. No. This man is a chronic cheater. Do you know that the day this lady decided to touch Oga phone, Oga they discuss with side chick who give each other HIV. Who give each other HIV? Sis.
What?
Says my fellow woman, there for house, jeje, crossing leg, keep on for Oga. Says this woman take carry HIV. Now it can't be the woman I come by.
Ah!
The woman come by. Come by you. Buy for what she no know. You see all these men. You see all these men. You see all these men. I dey fear them all. I don't trust anyone. Oh. Oga no vex, I trust you small. I don't trust anyone. Oh. I dey tell you true. I don't
Hmm.
trust anyone. Na someone if them carry HIV, come by
Ah.
for wetin you don't know anything about. Na so it by.
Hmm.
Na so it by you. Hmm. I so much thank God that may you only do nothing at all. Oh. Even if there is, that woman might not come out to say anything to us because her kind of a person, not the person will go come out. They bring her family out, they talk or they do all these things. She knows she's not a social media person. But I thank God though, if looking at her, she's healthy, she's okay, she's fine. That means there's nothing like that.
You
God
said it
will
right.
really
Honestly, you said it right. You know, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but sometimes I have some reservation for myself because this heart can only take much. You understand? So don't let your heart, crush to the point of no repair. Have some, kept some, keeps. I rather keep some for yourself in case of incasity. So, what are we saying here? Evelyn is of the opinion that May would have known or May never had friends if nobody had the courage to tell her the truth. It's unfortunate. It is what it is for them. I believe she heard about it, but maybe like Treasure just said, I believe May would have known, but difficult to make decision. So many women knew their husband cheats, but choose to remain in the marriage. That is true. People still, yeah. Cubana chief priest said they're all in the streets. So that means admission that they all have girlfriends, side chicks, and whatever, but they still honor their wives.
Treasure just let me tell you, a woman that will knew very well that her husband is cheating and she kept quiet, maybe that woman is doing the same thing. No woman wants to share. That is it. Even Muslim, you see these Muslim people, they no one share. Oh. When I circumstances, that make them they share that to me. You see one where they up here for my house. Eh? Because see, so I open my mouth. Tell the husband, said the day where the husband dressed very fine, he was looking so handsome. And I said to the man, are you going for another Amaria? The wife refused to talk to me up to date. Now, I don't lie you. I don't lie you. Now the woman begin to quarrel me. Oh. She begin quarrel me. I said, I talk, I no mean them. If your husband they go for another Maria, I take no. Now I talk, I don't say anything. The woman begin quarrel me. See, it's almost more than 7 months getting to a year. This woman not they talk to me. If she see me, she go pass.
Wow. Are you setting her husband up? Maybe that's what she's saying in her mind. That these are the people encouraging men to get married another.
See me, I say as the man dress, Oga, you won't go marry another, you won't go carry another Maria. That's so the woman quarrel me. I say, when be Muslim too, you people can marry 4 wives. Not be so. Even meals, they don't want to share. No woman wants to share her man.
Hmm.
Jesus.
Anyway, um, I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Sincerely, if we continue to deliberate on this matter, we are never going to stop because it's a story that keep giving. It's a story that keep bringing out a lot of things, different perspective from different people. But what I will say here is this: whatever it is that Judy did and you did, completely wrong path. And if Judy had dated you for years before she became a wife, that is another wrong move because it's always easier when you're not the one that is wearing the shoes. You can be able to say what did the person do and what did the person not do. If that thing was done to you, then you understand the impact. You feel the pain. Nobody can explain the kind of pain May is going through. Not only did she lose her husband and family, she also lost her child.
Yes.
Yes.
Network. Is it a network?
No, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, let me read this comment. These, some of them knows, but don't do anything. Decide about it. Some will say they are the madam of the house. Some will be praying for him to change. V, you said that you is a womanizer, and you think May did not know that. Definitely May knew about it. Why blaming those actresses and actors when Yu's father is among? Why didn't you do something about it before Lover came into the picture? Those actors wouldn't want to offend Pete Edochie. They don't want to be tagged betrayers. Pete Edochie and others in the family all knew about this, including Link, but they all hid it. If not for Lover, Judy would still remain a mystery wife until God wants it revealed. Why? Okay, you only try to do damage control to corner this lover as it is now. You see, a lot of people are following this story. Temitoba, thank you for this input. I really appreciate. So Temitoba is of the opinion that it's not only the actors knew, that even Yule Doche's family members, they knew about this and nobody told me. And come to think about it, Rita Doche lately she's been campaigning for May. Why Rita? Why? How come Rita did not tell May? How come she did not start from when he was still a baby was in the womb, when Judy was pregnant, to scream? Why coming to cry now? That's my question for Rita. She's also into Nollywood. She's also acting. She's one of them. So there is no way all those people she celebrates all their through their bed, they would not have told her, mommy, see what is happening to you, Lo. You mean you don't know? There is no way. Bad things, they spread like wildfire. So Temitope is correct. The family of Yule Doche were in the know. They knew Judy was pregnant. They knew all of this, and nobody told me. Or maybe they told me, and May is pretending to just love her. I'm just hearing it from for the first time. We don't know that much, but we are going to work with what we know. It's unfortunate that this second wife has broken May and Yu's marriage irretrievably. Condition for divorce, yes, it has gotten them there. And it's unfortunate that Judy did not, even up till right now, is not realizing that it was her action that led to that marriage being broken down. And it's unfortunate that Yule Doche could not manage his third leg. That's why he went out chasing women as if he had an ugly one in the house. May is such a beautiful woman. And any man that is in a marriage with you, that is a woman listening to us today, and that man is not appreciating you, is going out there spreading the seed, just like Davido is spreading the seed of Adeleke all over the world. That man doesn't deserve your tears. Trust me. He doesn't deserve your tears. He doesn't even deserve a second option. Okay, it's left for you to know what you want in life. Do you want to stay there because of the money, fame, or do you want to have your peace of mind? I will choose my peace of mind because I can never that's what I treasure. I can never replace that. That is priceless to me. I will choose peace of mind because you know what, if I put my hand on something to do something, I will make things for myself out of my own life by myself. That is how I see life. I believe I can be able to achieve. I believe I can be able to do something. And every woman should try to find what they are good at. If you don't have a degree, you can find a skill. Be good at it. Because when it gets to the point that you can't bear it anymore, you can retreat and manage yourself, focus on yourself, find yourself peace, find yourself happiness, find yourself that love that nobody else can give you. That is just the truth about the whole thing. So some women cheating is not their deal breaker. You see, some women, cheating is not their deal breaker, but to majority of them, cheating could be their deal breaker. You understand me wrong. I hate what Judy did to me. What is happening to Judy is karma. Okay. And Evelyn, if you're still here, Beauty by NJ explained that why Judy is ranting all over the place, running like a roller coaster that's just lost a knot, is because of karma. What she's reaping is what she sowed. I heard Pete Edochie banned you from kissing in a movie. or script. Why did he do so? I don't know. I didn't hear that one. Third leg became bones. Okay, guys. So, like, guys, I'll be calling it a day. V Unique has made it very spicy for me today, and I appreciate you, beautiful. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for spicing this up because I mean, you came to my rescue. You have more information than I do. I don't follow all those people. We are giving me their details today on Facebook, and thank you for keeping it together with me today. Before I round up, I want to give the unique opportunity to tell us what she thinks. On in a nutshell, what advice do you have for people if you're about to marry or if you're in a marriage, how to go about your marriage? Because it's a learning process for me. I learn every day, and I want people watching this video or that will come across it in the future to learn something. So, V, you've been married, you have kids, you have husband. So, let us know what you think about this whole thing in a nutshell.
Okay, sis, marriage is a sweet thing. I love marriage. And what I have to say is that if you're a young lady and you want to get married, please marry your friend. Marry your friend is very important. Do not marry your enemy. Because if you marry your enemy, you will think that marriage is not a sweet thing. Marriage is very sweet. If you're doing it with the right person, it's very, very sweet. I'm telling you the truth. Very sweet. But if you're doing it with the wrong person, eh, you think that anybody that is talking about marriage around you will be like, ah, this person, I God will punish you. You're going to curse the person. But seriously, when you go marry to the right person, you will know that marriage is sweet. Secondly, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you will see that bad side of that person, that red flag. But some women, when they see that red flag, they ignore it, saying that he will change. I will change him. Let me tell you, you can't change a full grown man. You cannot. He can only adjust if he wants to. You cannot change him. A human being, you cannot change him or her. He can only adjust if he wants to. You cannot change him. So when you see that red flag during your courtship days, and you're telling yourself, he will change, I will change him. Auntie, you cannot change him. If you know that you can deal with it and you can manage it, don't cry out to us. Go on with the marriage. But if you know that you cannot deal with it, you cannot manage it until exit. There's an exit door. Exit. I'm telling you the truth. Because you cannot tell me that you did not see all these things before going into marriage with that person. The red flag is there, the sign is there, everything is there. Then why did you continue with the marriage? Because there's no how somebody can hide himself that you will not notice that bad, ugly, and nasty behavior of that person. So when you see all those things and you continue with that marriage, if you cry out, I'll come and slap you personally because you saw it. If you can deal with it, you go into the marriage. But if you cannot deal with it, don't even dare because you cannot change him. You cannot. He can only adjust if he wants to. The same thing goes to women, men. And you see a nasty character, nasty behavior. A woman is displaying and you say you will change, you cannot change her. Rather, if you come into the marriage because of the stress that comes with childbearing and all these things, you go increase, increase, go increase. That is it. That is number 2. Number 3. That number 3 is strong. Men, there's one thing about men that we women we need to understand. Men, they get ego, they get pride. Hmm? They no one make anybody for their big boy certificate. You know, say they carry am as same as their trophy. These are big boy certificate, give them ego. And echo. Another thing is, if you see a man where ego rise, pass this story to the world is still. Don't carry your bag, they go in your house. No, just even enter. Because anything where they talk, the man a selfish human being. Now that's in ego, in pride. You won't keep her. He won't keep her more. So when he knew that this kind of a man, this man is like this, he made it up. And the same thing is happening to you and Edochie. He don't want to come down, no. He don't want to acknowledge that he made all the wrong. Oh. He don't want to accept it to an extent that the daughter came out and said, when you're pursuing two rats, in our choking up, if you're pursuing two rats, definitely you're not going to catch anyone. You will lose the two. All we are doing here. His ego, his pride, all hallelujah, all carry care. Okay, you are too much. He doesn't want to calm down. He doesn't want to listen to what people are saying. He don't want to listen to what friends are saying. He don't want to listen to what anybody is saying. If go hand here and saying it's fine one day to an HOC manager for ewu or Diego. My sister, oh, we work for her mom. If you see all these things in
Thank you so much.
you
I
will
can't thank
continue.
you less.
You're your
Thank
own.
you for joining me today, and thank you for making it very, very conversational, very interesting, and at the same time very insightful. I really appreciate you and all my audience. You said it all. If you're going into a relationship, watch out for the red flags. But these days, people will see red flags and pretend as if it's not there. Recently, about a week ago, if it's up to a week, a man came on social media confessing how he spied his girlfriend and confessing he was ready to turn himself into the police, and that they had a very toxic relationship. They're always quarreling with each other. I don't want to use those exact words because of Facebook and YouTube. So that girl that was in that relationship, she knew the guy is always like that. Even when she went to visit, when they agreed to meet, she was going with a knife, maybe for defense in case anything happened. She ended up buying, right? The guy deleted her. Why am I bringing that here in my conclusion? When you are in a relationship, forget about all the beautiful things that you get out of it that comes after they have done something to you wrongly. They will buy you gifts to pacify you, to buy your conscience. One thing is very dear to my heart, and that's my peace of mind. Anything that will not give me peace of mind, I don't get involved. I will tell you, you can take anything, but don't cross my peace. Because if it's money, I can be broke tomorrow, be broke today, and be rich tomorrow. Because I believe in myself and ability that I can be better than what I am right now. And that's what most people don't want to go through. They don't want to go through the part that, because of the money I'm getting from it, I want to stay. We saw what is playing out in Davido and Chioma's life. Davido cannot stop with women. If I even relate it back to what Evelyn was talking about, responsibilities is about you and me. So responsibility about Davido is on solely on Chioma, right? I disagree. Davido cannot keep it together. Women all over calling his name. He can't be that responsible husband. That is who he is now. Women come after him. Yeah, he has right to say no. But would they say no? No. They throw themselves at them and they accept. So why am I bringing these two scenarios here? For us to understand. As a young woman, young girl, you're planning to get married. Marriage is a beautiful thing, like my co host said, when you're doing it with the right person. But marriage is a nightmare when you marry the wrong person. So as you go through courtship, be wise and try to find some discerning spirit that will be able to discern something for you. Somebody will hurt you at the first time. Let's say will give you some wasbos on your face. I don't want to use those words. You know what I'm talking about. Boy on your face, and then run out to buy you gifts to tell you he's sorry. Trust me, if that person end up marrying you, he will use you as a punching bag. Because the first time he got away with it with a gift, he will buy you Jaguar tomorrow, buy you a limousine tomorrow to buy your conscience. So if that's the path you've decided to go, you're ignoring all the red flag because you want to be married. When the when it goes down, don't come crying fouls because you saw them. Don't come crying. Don't come looking for sympathy. You saw those things. You accepted it was okay. and then you want to come out and scream. As for Chama and Davido, she already made up her mind that Davido will continue to be like this. Maybe that's why it's not bothering her. Maybe that's why she's managing well. We don't know. But for you, La May, maybe May knew he was cheating and felt, I've spoken to him severally. He promised he has stopped or changed and all of that. You know how men could lie on those things. And the thing continued to be. We don't know the extent they talked about it. But the reason why we are all making live streams and videos about these people is because they continue to give flesh to this story. When the bone is already trying to dry down, they will come and pad it up with more information. Judy is on a rampage, going on a roller coaster. Nothing is stopping her because she now realized Facebook makes more money for them than shooting movies. Remember, the money you can use on Facebook will just be your data, electricity. That could be the only bill. And you sitting down to do those videos. But for them to cast to do a movie, they have to bring a cast. They have to pay all the cast members, videography, all of them. So they have expenses already accrued. So, and at the end of the day, it might not be making much money than Facebook is making for them. So they are ready. Judy is ready to milk the social media, not minding who she's hurting.
Please, remember, she came out last month to tell us that they made a whoop of $10,000.
Oh, is that what she
Yeah,
said?
they made $10,000. They made $10,000
From Facebook.
so, yes, $10,000 plus more money. Calculate that with the exchange rate now.
That's over 8 million naira
Okay.
for 1 month. So you see, so the whole aim for me, as far as I'm concerned, I've made several videos regarding that. When it was Odogu and Aisha, I made a video. It was all about content. When Yul started their own, I made a video and live stream. It was all about content. There is no genuinity in what they are displaying called love. They just want to get the traffic and make the money. However, Judy is the one coming now to cry victim. She's forgetting the main problem. The root of the problem is that she was dating a married man, and then from there they turned to husband and wife. She forgot the fact that there was a family that was together. In as much as Yul was being, as they said, womanizing, they were still one family, one wife and 4 children. She came into that family. She brought her asunder, just like when they say in marriage ceremonies, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So Judy became the asunder in this particular union. And right now, the marriage has headed to what? To the court for dissolution. Let no woman, let no strange woman be the reason why you wet your pillows at night. That is my prayer for everybody listening to me. Let no strange woman be the reason why you cry. Let no strange woman be the reason why you shed tears. Let your shedding tears be out of the things that you ordinarily could bring to yourself. Let it not be a third party because it's painful. Okay? The thing is this, anyhow we look at this story, it is not going to stop. It can only die down a little bit if Judy and you stop fueling it. But are they willing to stop? No, because they are cashing out from Facebook. Okay? That is why they are not going to stop. Anybody thinking they will stop soon, you're making a mistake. They are not stopping. My thumbnail say you cannot shame the shameless. There is this saying I learned about that. He that is low, when I was a child, there was a song or a hymnal or something like that. That's a he that is low needs no fear nor fall. He that is low needs fear no fall. That was the song. And that is where the position Judy is. Judy is on the floor already. So you can't shame the shameless. There is no shame anymore. She doesn't care. All she cares, I'm going to cash out in this month of July from Facebook another $10,000 or maybe more and all of that. We have bills to pay. We have children to feed. People are losing their integrity. Women don't care about what respect is anymore, what integrity is anymore. They are dishing out advices. to their followers, the likes of Blessing CEO, telling you to go out there and snatch somebody's husband. If you're a young girl listening to this video, coming across this video, know that your integrity, you cannot buy it, and don't sell it, because nobody can price it. Your dignity, nobody can pay for it. These are the things, as you grow in life, you understand that good name is a million times better than money. Good name, you can't wipe it away. People will continue to make reference to that name even when the person is far gone. They will continue to talk about it. I'm gonna read a comment. Thank you, Tina. I saw her for joining me today. Um, okay. Host, you can drop the link just for 5 minutes. Oh, I didn't see that on time. Oh, okay. Treasure, because of you, I'm giving you 5 minutes on the link. The link is down. Evelyn said, people grow and evolve. A friend in the beginning may turn to be enemy later. That is life. I agree. But when you sign the dotted line with somebody as till death do you part, make sure you carry it to the end. If not, don't get into the relationship in the first place. Bottom line is that love yourself enough, empower yourself, and have principles, and you will be fine. Simple. Linda Naye, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate. Thank you for joining me. Treasure Gist, if you're still here, my link is down. They should continue.
See, I don't know if you have come across this lady, Acapella. She's on Instagram. She's on TikTok. I think she's also on Facebook.
What's
She
her
said,
name?
I even made a video of her where she said, can men normalize telling them that, see, I'm a polygamy person. I can't be with one woman, but I want to be with multiple women. Can men normalize it? You can't get married to me. There was nothing like that. No such discussion. And at the wrong room, you will tell me that I want to get married to another woman. That's where give you. No, I can't deal with it. No, because you didn't tell
Okay,
me
my
the issue.
question for you, V. If you can't deal with it, what do you do? Do you go to court and file for a divorce?
Of course, I
Good.
can't be numbered. I can't deal with polygamy. Sis, you don't know what is
See,
polygamy.
you know
I
what? The
cannot
answer
deal
you
with
just
polygamy.
gave me now, when you and me were going back and forth before, that was last year, before we even talked about them that they lost their child. I was very angry with May at some point. I was really, really mad in the sense that you don't want polygamy and you're still there. Some people were coming for defense that divorce is a long process, blah, 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 blah. I say, see,
If we divorce, like make it a long process. Sis, I can't deal with polygamy. My grandfather is a polygamist. Do you know what it cost us? Do you know that as it is now, none of my cousins, I don't relate with any of my cousins. Not to talk of my uncles. I don't relate with any of them. The same thing with my cousins. They don't relate with you, I don't relate with them. We don't talk to each other. That is
wow,
to an extent, you see what polygamy can do. It's a break deal for me. I can't do it. Until I go pack my bag, I they go. You see my children, I wouldn't want them to grow up with such boundaries. I wouldn't want them to start having this envy, jealousy, and all that. No, I don't want that for myself. So I wouldn't want it for my children. I will leave. I cannot. I cannot be numbered as a wife. We didn't have that discussion from the onset, so we can't have it now. I cannot be numbered. I cannot accept it. I cannot deal with it. You don't go kill me before my time. No, you not be my God. I will leave. I will go. No two ways about
wow.
it. You can't.
Yeah, I like your opinion on that. And that was what I talked about last year regarding to May. May could have filed a divorce as soon as possible when all of those happened. But I tried to like say something again. When she lost her child, I was like, maybe God knew why she did not file that divorce on time, because assuming she did, and then the kids took over the children and anything happened to the children, they would have been calling her that is part of her negligence, blah blah blah, that made her lose the child. So God knows best for me. But like you said, if you know you cannot handle polygamy, the best thing for you is to seek for the court, get a divorce, go your separate ways, raise your children. That is number one. But the thing is this, for a cheating husband, Mule must have been cheating with many women, but Judy took him on the throat that he couldn't. Is that kind of when you swallow some certain bone, when they not funny, they can't be able to come out. That was what Judy became that bone that hooked Yule, and Yule now decided to like do the needful, regularize the mistress to turn wife. Okay, you made the biggest mistake of doing what? Of infidelity. Let's see the way it is. He was not a faithful husband, because if he was a faithful husband, we will not be talking about you, Judy, and me. That is just it. His inability to guard his third leg is what led to all of this. And again, Judy's inability to be a responsible mother, to tell the man, I'm sorry, I'm looking for a man, but not the one that has family. I'm looking for a man. I want the one that will grow together, or the one who will build together, or the one we can that will also help me to raise my own children. I don't want to take you from your own children. Judy was very irresponsible in that, and they claimed they fell in love. Falling in love, Sunita and whatever, falling in. I don't understand that part of falling in love with somebody's father, falling in love with somebody's husband. That part, I'm still trying to understand it. Maybe when I get much older, I want, but right now, I still have not understood it. So that is where their mistake is from. And then for Judy to come now 1 year after, 1 year, 4 months, or 1 year, 3 months, this is July. So it was 1 year in April, May, June, July, 1 year and 3 months, coming to now act all righteous to call out her fellow actresses that are dating married men. Judy, you forgot so quickly that you were also in that game dating married men. You were dating you bore a child for you, a married man. That's the part I don't understand. Who are you trying to call out? You want to do the one Angela, the singer, want to do with Uche Lendo and Anita Joseph. Is that what you want, so that they will change the narrative and then leave you and start talking about the actresses? People are
Sis,
not that much interested in
sis,
that question. Yes, yes, dear.
sis, she said something. She said that some people were calling her not to expose those people that she said she's going to expose. Hey, which people call her? Ghana people say her. Which people call her? They would have allowed her to come out and expose those people, so that those people will come out. You will see so many people that will come out on the internet and tell Judy who she truly is. You see
Bam.
people that will come out and bring out her story. Who called her? That girl, she's a thief. Nobody called her.
This thing you said. I don't want to sing it. So there was a song that stuck in our ears when we were in secondary school. One woman like that said that somebody stole her man. The woman is crazy. One on each woman in our street. Then she now came outside the street and started calling out the person. Ta 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 ta. Oh no, she. The whole kids in the streets. Okay, children now, some of them will not even understand what the woman was singing. They carried kom and was singing along with the woman. She was cursing a married woman, that the married woman was singing along the street. All of us, my mother said, child, it's like we need to move her from this street, that the streets are scattered. Everybody were looking from their balconies. What is going on with this woman? So when you say it, it takes me down to those days. I would just be laughing. Mama Oka is the woman's name. She would like, cause, Onyoriamo. And that's what you're calling Judy here. So it makes me laugh whenever I hear it. All right. So Evelyn is of the opinion that Judy's cry is just for content. She's not serious. It's all for traffic. But at the same time, she's doing all of this for traffic, and Yul is letting her at the detriment of Yul's grown children and also Yul's first wife. There is no respect whatsoever coming from you when it comes to me. Yul had no regard for me, no respect whatsoever. That's why he could carry on doing what he's doing on social media from the very first day he came to make that announcement up until the last this morning he posted Judy's video on his Instagram. Is unfortunate. It is what it is. But like I said here, we come here to deliberate. We come here to, exchange ideas and discuss trending issues, most also social issues that are happening in our society. For any grown woman like Blessing CEO advising single girls to go snatching people's husband is a social issue. People should talk about it. People should talk about it, especially if you're a counselor in what maybe in school, if you're attending to girls, to young folks, that should be a teaching moment. Let the good ones, let them have voices, okay? Because Blessing CEO is too loud, and that's what people are hearing. So if people don't hear the right message, some people might follow the wrong one. If you have a platform, if you have a voice, if you're a pastor's wife, if you're a teacher, if you're a mother, a woman leader, youth leader, speak to these young folks. Nigeria is becoming a society where nobody cares anymore. They are talking about America. In America, they behave America. At least that is America and the lifestyle there. How about you, Nigerians, where you say culture, you have respect for elders? It's obvious nobody has respect anymore. Blessing CEO is not even thinking about her mother anymore, what she's going to say, how she's going to cover her ears or when she hears what Blessing. Judy Austin is not talking about her own parents, whether they are going to scream that you took somebody's husband and you're now crying victim. Nobody cares anymore. So far, you're bringing the money. They've lost it all. But you, that is a teacher in secondary school, in primary school, in the university, that is an opportunity for you to chip in a word of encouragement to the folks you're teaching. If you're a woman leader, if you're a church leader, if you're a youth leader, talk to people. Those people making noise are making the loudest noise, and young folks are beginning to listen to them. Don't let that be the story of our young generation. Don't let that be. These kids have access to internet because they have smartphones, they have tablets. They're hearing all of this. Let's pass the right messages to them. I want to thank all of you for coming. God bless you guys real good. Like I do here all the time, I appreciate your time because it's not easy to sit here with me for that length of time. Please use your platform to pass a message across to the young folks. Tell them not to listen to Blessing CEO, not to emulate the character of Judy. If Yul had wanted a second wife, Yul would have informed the family and then they would have gone to marry a second wife the way it should have been. Not coming from behind to do all of those because what he started wasn't right. For those that believe in polygamy, I wish them well. If you don't believe in polygamy, it's up to you to know what to do when a man crosses that bar. You have to maintain your principles in marriage. I want to preserve my body for you, my husband, and I also would appreciate if you do the same. Reciprocity or reciprocacy or whatever, before I got my tongue, is a major deal in marriage. When you do something, the next person will reciprocate it. It is major in marriage. If you want good, you have to give good. Not when you give me bad, you expect good from me. Life doesn't work that way. Some people can stomach it to an extent, but one day they might blow out of proportion. Don't let that be your situation. Try to manage your home. If Cubana chief priest is still having one wife with all the reason that they are outside, try to manage your own home. Try to love the wife of your youth. Love your wife, love your husband. Are we men? Some men also going through this. Some men are also going through this. I'm sorry if I did not measure that as well in the conversation. If you're a wife, love your husband. Honor your husband with your body, with everything. Don't be sharing with people. It's wrong. Let's say the way it is. And if you're a man, you tag yourself actually as a cheating man, you're in the streets. Be very careful. There are a lot of diseases out there that you can bring home. V Unique shared with us how a man was wondering about ending up bringing an infection that by the wife. Let that not be your story, because I don't pray for that to be mine. So I'll be concluding with a few words for Judy Austin. Perhaps you should go and claim his Kenya's baby Jare. You have not joined Entertainment Daily. Anyways, my advice for Judy. Judy, if you're ever going to come across this video, or any of your fans going to come across this video, if you and you, Ledochi, I'm still saying the same thing. If you guys think you have anything to say, which I know there is actually nothing to say. But if you guys think in your conscience that you have anything to say, the reason why you guys got together, we should leave you guys alone. Make a video out of it. A sit down video. Talk sense. Not when you come, you'll be rambling about without passing any message. Pass a message that people can run with and understand and see reasons with you. But like I rightly said, I don't see any reason why you guys want to say anything, because there's actually nothing to say. Okay. And then, Judy, you said, wait until the person loses a child, then you know how to mourn. You haven't lost a child, Judy. So that thing you said to people, they are waiting until maybe
God
when
will
you
make
lose
her
your
to lose
own
a child.
child, you now
According
know.
to Judy, God will make her to lose a child. Let her feel the pain May felt. And so shall it be. Watch it. If it take long, it will happen. Let her feel the
No, no,
pain
sweetheart.
that
No,
May
no. The
felt.
children that God brought to this world, they have nothing. They have nothing to do with them. They did not ask them to bring them to this world. So I wouldn't say that. That's it. But let her understand that the same measure she's throwing out to people is what people are going to give her back.
That is the only way she would understand, sis. That is the only way, because Otu Onugwa now, that if he takes her to dance, to do dance set on for Sogene, or to do this for Yul Edochie to be happy, that he's going to do it as the wife, or as a gene, or as Onye, as what? You know, ime ebulu ozu onye ọzọ,
Ọ
ọ
dịka
dịka
ebu
ebu
nko.
nkụ. Ọ bụ ọ dịka ebu nkụ. My mother, lost, this is 40 years since I'm 41. And my brother is 83, I'm 82. My mother still cries up till today. You can imagine. You will never lose a child. So shut up. Judy, shut up. Don't say anything. Because you don't know what man is going through. Baba labor room, and God bring her out safely. So shut up. She don't know anything she's saying. That girl is
Absolutely,
stupid and shameless.
absolutely. Yeah, she's saying that as if she also lost a child. No, Judy, you don't understand the pain until you go through that pain. I said it here even before the unique came. My mother lost a first son until tomorrow. She still makes reference to him. And I was there during the whole 9 yard. Even when people were leaving after the burial, I stayed behind because I wanted to make sure my mother was okay. I spent additional months with her before I left to make sure she was okay. It's not moi moi like in Nigeria. It's not beans. It's not an easy thing for any parent. But if Judy felt the way Yul was mourning was the right thing, I wish her well. But for me, the
I
interpretation,
wish her the same. Sis, I wish her the same.
the unique stuff. So for me, it's entirely different thing. The way she will interpret it is entirely different. And another thing I will tell Judy Austin is here: you're not a victim, so please stop crying victim. You are not. You are the main cause of the problem. You are the reason why you Ledoche is being dragged. You are the reason why people are dragging you yourself. Until you realize that you are the problem, then you guys will enter house. You and Yul got into this together. You brought the fire upon yourself. So until you see that from that perspective, then you realize you have nothing to say to anybody. And the earlier you shut your mouth and start talking, the better for you. If you want closure, if you want healing, Don't fuel the fire. Don't gaslight people to talk. We know you're doing all of this because of money. That is just the whole thing. You've asked yourself for a whole 1 year, you guys kept quiet. People were making money on your head. Now is your turn to make money. But the more you do that, the more people drag you. So if you want to continue trending on that, be rest assured people are going to continue to talk about you. It's as simple as that. And I'll be taking the last comment. I'll be calling it a day. Please, please, please. Thank you guys for being here. Linda Naye said, please forget to look out for what is inside. Instead, look for beautiful outside things. I really don't understand what that means. Says, if you're still here, you and Judy are not my problem at all. Because they seems to be laughing. My problem is May, who does not seems to be laughing. May can't be laughing. She just lost a child. So that's not a problem. It's normal. God will help her to go through the healing process and come out smiling. No need for that type of prayer for a child. Please stop, my dear. Yeah, Vicky, V Unique is not praying for the child to pass. He's only returning what Judy said to people that are talking about how you'll born, that they should wait until they lose a child. That's what Judy said. So she was returning it back to Judy. However, we are not wishing that and we are not praying for any more casualties. We are not wishing anybody ill. But the thing is that people should watch how they talk, should watch what they wish for others, because as you're wishing those things for others, it might get back to you. Judy came saying that until you lose a child, wait until. Judy herself, you haven't lost a child. Who lost a child here is me. Okay, so you're adding yourself into the equation until you lose a child, then you understand. That is the whole essence of it. I haven't said that. I must appreciate all of you. I can't believe I've been here for 3 hours and 30 minutes. I wanted to stop an hour, 30 minutes ago, but look at it. It was a very interesting conversation. And V Uni, God bless you real good. I hope to see you on another Saturday when we have interesting conversation to discuss. Mommy Oche USA, thank you for being here. I appreciate you again. You were with Checkers TV, now you're on Facebook. If you're not following me on Facebook, do me well by follow my page, like, share, and also contribute whenever you come around my videos. If you're yet to follow me on YouTube, please follow, like, share, and also join my membership to encourage me to continue to come out. I used to do live stream 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, but for because of work, I can't be able to do the weeks. I'm doing only Saturdays, and I try to put out videos, short videos within the week. Do me well by watching the videos, share as well, and let's spread love, around. So, having said that, you guys are so appreciated. I love all of you. And to the young lady or young man watching us today, listening to our voices today and hearing all the comments, marriage is a beautiful thing when you do it with the right person. But before you get into marriage, there is something they call courtship. If you're in a courtship with somebody, watch out for red flags. Do not joke with them, because if you ignore them at the early stage and get into marriage sheepishly, you're definitely going to face those red flags in the course of that marriage. I know we can't be able to ascertain for sure who the true person is that we are dealing with, but we ask the grace of God to help you to like be able to discern one or two things before you say I do. And also, as a married woman, please remember that we walk on our knees, okay, on our knees and our hands above the heavens. That's how we do our own warfare. You pray for your husband, you pray for your family, you pray for your children, you continue to pray even when the kids are grown. My mother is still praying for me. So that is your duty as a mother. Don't relax. Oh, I've gotten him, I'm now the one inside, the rest are outside. No, keep praying. With or without season, pray. Because what we hear these days, how young men, young ladies are not even interested in young men anymore, because young men no get money. When they see Regina Daniels, every girl wants to become Regina Daniels. She's now senator's wife. She's the social secretary of Senators Wives of Nigeria Association. Every young girl wants to be Regina. They want to marry an already made man, not knowing if Regina is having fun in her matrimony. People don't know. Maybe the man is no longer active on the other side. People don't know. So Don't see things on the surface and think that is all it takes. No, all that glitters is in gold. Run with this word if there is nothing else you can pick, that all that glitters is in gold. Find your own man. Find your own man. Don't go for somebody's husband. Don't listen to Blessing CEO. Don't emulate the characters of Judy Austin that took somebody's husband 1 year after she's crying victim. Mm-mm, it's not right. Don't emulate those characters and stop taking celebrities, actresses, or whatever you call them as your role model. They have millions of cockroaches in their cupboards. And I tell you, Ileka, thank you so much. Evelyn, thank you for joining me. She's saying good night. Which country are you watching me from that you're telling me good night already? Is just morning here in my country, and I believe Nigeria will be around 2 p.m. Where are you watching me from? Let me know. All right, guys, I want to appreciate all of you young ladies out there. Please leave married men alone. Let them concentrate on raising their family and their children. Leave them alone. Remember, what goes round comes around. Maybe by the time it's your turn to be married, another young girl will be there to destruct your home. Don't let that be yours. Okay? You can find husbands wherever you are. There are a lot of men out there looking for wives. Be that good that a man wants to take you home. Stop eyeing married men. Period. That's what I would tell you. There is no gain in doing so. All right. I must thank all of you guys for joining me today. Remember to join me again on next Saturday. On this next Saturday, I will. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live because I'm going on a mini vacation. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live. If I'm going to go live, I will let you know Friday before that. If I'm not going to go live, I will let you know if I'm not going live as well. I want to appreciate all of you for joining me today. You guys are really wonderful. You guys are special. Thank you for the conversation in the comment section. Evelyn, God bless you real good for bringing a different opinion from what we are talking about, for seeing things differently. I really appreciate all of you. Mommy Oche, Entertainment Daily, Treasure Gist, and V Unique, my co-host. How can I say this? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you immensely. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you for joining me. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, be well, be you, do you. Don't take somebody's husband, don't take somebody's wife. There is no gain in doing that. Rather, you're pouring charcoal, heated charcoal upon yourself, hot fire that might not end well for you. Remember, be your own kind of beautiful because you're the only one that is solely responsible for your own happiness. Create your own joy, create your own happiness. Be your own kind of beautiful. Define yourself. Don't let somebody tell you what to do or the society push you in the direction that you don't want to be. Until I see you in my next live stream, be well and stay well. Bye, everybody.